Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back. I'm here with my sister. We saw dang,
Hello.
you all right? You all right there? We saw two movies. We're gonna talk about one right now. We're gonna talk about the Kevin Hart movie released, Lift. Let's just go ahead. Did you like the movie?
Not particularly.
Well, okay. Did you see the trailer or anything for this movie?
Yes, the trailer.
Was the trailer better than the movie? Did the trailer make it what you thought it was gonna be?
The trailer. It didn't make me want to see it.
Dang.
It was just like, oh, a new Kevin Hart movie's coming out. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe. I don't know.
I never saw a trailer. The only reason I knew about the movie coming out, it was on TikTok. It showed up on TikTok, and they did this weird infomercial, like, "Hey, when you're on a flight, make sure you do this." And I was like, "This ain't funny. This is weird." Man, they was roasting him in the comments. Somebody said, "Man, I believe Cat Williams." Then another comment said, I can't look at Kevin the same versus Cat Williams." I was like, "Oh my."
I feel like there is a shift in his comedy because he has a larger audience. And I know he wants to branch out and everything like that, but it just seems like he's forgotten his core audience and what we thought was funny of him.
Like you, I did not like the movie because the jokes were really flat.
I will say this: I'm not a big fan of heist movies.
What about Ocean's 11?
That's the exception.
Ocean's 12.
I like the first one better than the second one.
Yeah,
I've tried a lot of times to watch The Italian Job. I just lose interest.
I'm trying to think of another heist movie. Thomas Crown. I never watched that though. Thomas Crown Affair.
Is that with
Pierce Brosnan? Yeah.
I have seen it. That was all right.
So, but you're not just a fan of it. You're just like
it's just like after a while, it's like
okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody stand out to you as good? You know what's funny about this? I've said this to you about another movie that we saw, but this movie, when you see a movie this bad, I just think about the actors or somebody watching this movie being like, "Damn, I'm good." It's like you're not. No. Like don't put this in your highlight reel.
I will say the acting wasn't that bad. I think it was the writing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we always talk about. We always talk about that we started. Well, I've told you this, and then you said it too, so it's kind of funny. The writing, actors just act. If as in, they get so much praise for their performance, you forget about the writing. And then when the writing is bad, you're like, why did they act it so bad? And you're like, no, it's a weird thing because it's like, nah, man, like y'all ain't got nothing to work with. Y'all ain't got the movie. It didn't need Vincent D'Onofrio. Dude to play Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna remember what's his name? Vincent.
I thought he was somebody else. Remember before it started, I saw his name and I thought he was somebody else.
I don't look. If I mess up the name, They didn't need him. He always played the cripple. The first, no, for real. In the movie, he was dude with a cane, and at the end of the movie, he only disguised twice. Master of Disguise.
That's what they said. Master of Disguise, kinda.
Yeah. And then he was a dude with 2 helium tanks, and I'm like, air tanks. It was like that's your stick. It was not enough.
Yeah, I didn't know what genre it was. I mean, I know it was like a heist movie, but I didn't know if this was supposed to be taken serious or a comedy when we first started it.
You know what could have made it more interesting if they would have made it into a series.
I was thinking that
5 to 8 episodes,
like they did with that movie with him and Wesley Snipes.
Oh, I never saw that. Was it good?
Yeah.
You don't remember?
It came out last year, so you know how much stuff.
James did say, he said to himself, he was like, Kevin Hart's more serious stuff is better. I just haven't watched any of his serious stuff. That's what he said. He said, wow. That's a crazy stare you gave me.
But in that movie, I like Wesley. Wesley did a phenomenal job.
He's Wesley. Wesley going.
And I was glad that he was in something, you know.
But anyway, we talk about this movie.
Why?
Yeah, we had a low budget Joe Barrow.
Yeah.
As the hyper guy.
You know how uninteresting this movie was? We started it and then paused it to go see another movie.
Hey, this really happened. We was 30 minutes into Lift. We looked at each other and was like, hey, you want to go see the Book of Clarence? Yeah, we paused it and left and went to go see the Book of Clarence. And it was messed up because both movies were bad. We saw two.
This was a day.
Like, and in the words of my friend James, Netflix got money. Every time you look up, they giving everybody money. And you know what's funny? They hit on their TV shows, and then their movies are like coin flips.
And then they have the nerve to be strict on password.
Hey, what? Netflix, she does not represent anything that I've said. Hey, look.
No, because I was at home.
Look, hold up.
Trying to watch Netflix, and it's it.
We love Netflix. Would you recommend this to anybody? In passing?
If you have like a Saturday and you are extremely bored, don't watch this movie.
You were supposed to say watch it. You said, dang. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That's all we got. We ain't got nothing for you. This movie was boring. No, one character should have died. Something should have happened. You know something? I'm rooting for Kevin Hart, and I want to.
I am too.
I want to not because of the Cat Williams stuff or anything. No, I just want to see a good movie. Now, know something? This has inspired me to watch any other movies on there just to see if you get any good movies on there. Well, I'm Cincinnatiman. That's our reaction to Lift. You know, it should have been called Down.
I thought that too when we was watching it.
Okay, y'all take care. Bye-bye. You ain't gonna say bye?
I hate to be so negative, but I have to tell the truth.
Poor cat. Oh, man. He gonna be all right, though. He got money. He keeps on getting roles. Hey, he gonna find a movie. He gonna find a movie. Maybe he should team up with The Rock again. Well, you want to see that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Cincinnatiman. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
Dang, that's a little enthusiasm.
It's been a long day.
Why has it been a long day? What did we go see today, my sister?
The Book of Clarence.
Were you not thoroughly entertained? It's okay. It's a safe space. You're allowed to be honest.
No, I was not.
You know what's really weird about this movie? You know, there's a lot of people that's like, I'm not watching stuff about different race. Look, I'm gonna say this like I always say. I'll watch any movie. I don't care if it's Godzilla with Japanese people. I don't care if it's aliens. I don't care what. Just give me a good movie. Mm-hmm. Period. They didn't give me a good movie here. This movie was trash. Cause when we saw the trailer, we were looking at it like, okay, we thought it was going to be. Let me speak for myself. I thought that it was going to be a comedy, like a
slapstick.
Yeah, like a slapstick comedy. Like watch it hit.
I know I did it again.
Like a slapstick comedy. Like a History of the World or Monty Python. No. It was not. It was funny in little bits here and there, but for the most part, it was just basically a social commentary on like police and stuff.
Some aspects of it was,
and it was weird because he was obviously guilty for like 90% of the stuff he did. It was like, no, he did that stuff. Like, yeah, he going to jail. They're like, free Clarence. It's like,
But you want them to free young thug.
Can we chill out on that? Look, let me tell you something about it.
No, because you keep tagging me and stuff
Let
that's
me-
going on with his trial.
Hey. He made take it to trial. He predicted this fight he was going to be in.
Well, I don't know because I don't listen to him, so I don't know.
He made Lifestyle.
I don't know what he's saying 90% of that song.
Hey, you can meet me at the London.
Okay, yeah, J. Cole song. I know that one.
What about that? Got me a check, got a check. It ain't about the money.
Oh yeah, you singing it weird. Sorry.
It ain't about the money. No, that's a different song. Wait, this is my goodness, it's about Book of Clarence.
I'd rather talk about this.
Free thugging. Anyway. Oh man. Okay, let's just get to it. Did he really have a redemption arc in here? For real?
I think he did.
Because my confusion was, okay, he did free some slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, he freed some slaves. And then of course he's sticking up for his homies. So that idea of like he would never leave his friends. He never had an aspect of him where he would leave his friends to die or anything. So at the end with Barabbas and everything, and them about to try to arrest him, the idea, like, yeah, he saved his friend. No, that's not out of his character, right? And then he could have almost got out of it, but he told on himself. Hey, I'm sorry. I stole all this stuff and I did all this other stuff.
If he wouldn't have said that part, he would have been all right.
All they said was, we are arresting you for being a messiah. They didn't say nothing about stealing. They said nothing about, I'm a black dude that smokes weed and I sell drugs. It was like, why y'all throw this in here? It was like, what, like, oh, we smoke all day. It was like, why'd you have the cheeks? Why you do some Cheech and Chong thing? It's some Friday thing in this. It wasn't even needed. And the best part about this movie that I liked, the Book of Clarence soundtrack.
I was gonna say that
is really good.
When I was listening to like the songs that they were playing during scenes, it made me more interested in seeing what those songs were than what was happening in the movie. Because I think I heard D'Angelo in one of those songs. I think
you are correct. Let me look up. Let's see. Yep, D'Angelo, Jay-Z, and the director. I Want You Forever. Good ear. I would definitely be listening to the soundtrack of the Book of Clarence.
Yeah. I like the cinematography of it. It was pretty.
Well,
and I mean, I just like seeing a lot of people that look like me on screen. Okay, so I did like that aspect of it.
Look. I can respect that. I can respect your opinion on that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that too. No. Okay. This is my only thing that gets me kind of thrown off about movies. They kind of take me out of it. If I'm watching a period piece, or even if it's a comedy, or even if it's supposed to be a different take on something. Okay, I'll give you an example. The Color Purple, the musical for The Color Purple, right?
Uh-huh.
It was pretty much jazz music. It wasn't like it is. Then it started beatboxing and breakdancing, and they didn't have Jay-Z in it. They didn't have you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was because it was a musical, and they kept it more like of that around that time. With this, if it's gonna be of that time, I'd rather hear more orchestral music to get me.
You didn't like the dance breakdown that they had?
Yes, everybody. They had a thing where it was almost like some
house party.
Yes, it was like house party in the middle of this movie.
I mean, I like the song.
Not in the middle, probably towards the end, but in the middle, yeah. And I kissed her.
I think what aggravated me was this movie would have probably been better if it was on streaming. Not the content of it, but for me, it would have been better if
So
I
you
could
can
have
walk away
just
from it?
if I could have just watched it at home.
I think this would work better as a
Series.
As a play.
I was thinking that maybe it was a play because it read more like a play to me. And I think it was a play. I'm not sure.
Oh, you know, we went to see this on
a whim.
On a whim, so we didn't look into the background of this at all. Lakeith Stanfield's performance was just Lakeith Stanfield just in stuff, and he talks like, "What do you mean about it?" He has this certain talk, and he always looks like this, and he's the coolest guy in the room, and of course he can fight. You know, it was just off. It was just, you know, I like him in some things, and some things I'm just like, like that style doesn't work right now.
I like him in Atlanta. He's perfect for that role.
Yeah, but now he's almost like that character in every movie. But I like the dude that played Barabbas. I liked him. I liked his energy. I liked the way he portrayed himself.
The one that played Elijah, he was in another movie with Lakeith. The Harder They Fall.
It's funny. James likes that movie, and
I like it too.
There's only one reason I ain't see it.
Why?
Because I know it's a Western movie that's gonna throw hip hop in it.
And what's wrong? Oh, you gave me your reason.
Yeah. It just throws me off because it'd be like if I was trying to watch like
Ben-Hur
or Rambo or something Rambo or something or something.
I need to see
or Die Hard, and all of a sudden they start playing like
Motley Crue.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. Like, cause you've seen Die Hard. You've seen.
Remember we had this discussion last week or
oh wait, you haven't seen Die Hard? I forget. You know, okay. I'm just thinking about certain styles of movies where you just want to hear like a cinematic score and not a DJ. And it's like I don't know how to explain it.
I get it because I've heard people say that too.
Yeah, because like if I'm watching it, it's an all black movie, and let's say it's about the 1960s, and a woman is going to be a ballerina, and all of a sudden they put some Tina Turner in it from the 80s, and then they put some Michael Jackson from the 90s. You'd be like, what are we doing? Like, but it's supposed to be like it just. I'm like, do we have to do that every time as black people? Like, everyone do this all black production. Make sure to throw hip hop and rap in it. It's like, is that what we got to do?
I don't know. I like it, but sometimes it's just like
it's overwhelming. It distracts from the film. That's what I mean.
But for the most part, I like it
because then it becomes like that weird kind of like black exploitation thing of now. And there's another movie we got to talk about, but we'll talk about that later.
Have I seen it?
Yes, you have seen it. We're gonna wrap this up. Would you recommend this to anybody?
I don't know.
Church people gonna be mad if you really.
I know that's why I did the sign of the cross before.
If you're a person that takes your faith very seriously and you don't like it to be joked around,
I will say I did feel a little weird watching it because I was like thinking of the stories in the Bible that they were trying to portray. Some of them were. No, they were not accurate. But like I did feel a little weird.
You know, because I started thinking about like I said, the history of the world. Monty Python made fun of religion and stuff like that. That comedy troupe did, and
I've never seen
that. It's funny. It's funny, you know. But yeah, it gives you that weird kind of thing. Like, should I be laughing at this?
I was very like on the fence,
and then there wasn't a lot to laugh at in that movie. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. See it for yourself. You know, I just looked when I typed it in on Google. Somebody was like, "This was amazing." They gave it five stars, and I'm like, it said, "Wait, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read. Look. Tell me if you believe. Tell me if you agree with this." Shalawarma, Shalawarm, Shal- to Shalawarm to people. Shalom. Oh, shalom.
Shalom.
You know how to spell shalom?
If I see it, I do.
SHALAWAM.
No.
Look,
I
okay.
don't know.
To the people scattered abroad, this movie has so many hidden gems towards the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what I remember. I was like, man, those like Hebrew Israelite at the end. Remember those people that was on the cliff looking down? I was like,
I just took it as ancestors. I don't know if they were really there or
I
not.
think they supposed to be black Hebrew Israelites.
I don't know.
But anyway, they gave it 5 stars.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. There's some movies that are considered classics that I'm just like, whatever. Like Gone with the Wind, I think is a waste of time. I mean, for it to be that long, I mean, I get it. It's good, but it's just like so long. And it's just like, I'm tired of her.
Look, I'm going to tell you, look, I seen it once. I loved it.
You did?
I loved it. I seen it once. I seen it years ago.
What did you like about it?
I can't remember. I saw it like 15 years ago. I was like, man, this is good.
I saw it when I was young, so maybe my perception of it could change. But I was tired of her.
Say I was talking to
Scarlett.
Now I remember what girl I was talking to when I was anyway.
It doesn't matter. I sound like The Rock. It doesn't matter.
You're right. It doesn't matter. That girl was crazy. Hey, you want to hear another 5-star review? Here it is. Amazing. I loved that it was an avant-garde, which it was. It was avant-garde.
Yeah, it was.
It was trying to be
artsy.
Yeah, it's trying to be very artsy meets political meets little dash of comedy.
And a dash of accuracy with
religion. I love the fact that it was avant-garde pathway to imagine a non-white Jesus. You have to hold many concepts at once throughout the movie. It challenges societal, moral fiber with the tough realities like brokenness, love, oppression, redemption. The soundtrack was its own. Yet there was much nostalgia and influence from black people across the diaspora. There were dance scenes, intense desire. Yeah, he didn't want to die because he owed the dude money. That's intense desire.
And he didn't get the girl.
And had hard conversations, legit fight scenes, gore. The brutality was undeniable, and silver lining and a transformative hope.
I don't know. Maybe if I watch it again, I'll feel all that. But
you ain't gonna watch it again. You ain't gonna watch it again.
This initial watch, I didn't.
Okay, look. That scene where he got the bag of money because he pretended to be a fake Messiah. Dude looked him in his face and was like, "Hey, you can pay off your mom's house now." Then they showed him do it 18 more times, and he said the same thing, like, "Hey, you buy your mom's house now." Did he ever do it? We didn't see that.
I don't know. I don't know what he did with it.
And then the idea, like that was BS. Look, what happened to all the other money?
Maybe he spent it. Maybe he did buy her house.
Hey, all that money he poured, I know it's more. This is way more than 20 men. I know you can keep it. It's like you should have.
Maybe that was the start of his redemption. Yeah,
but it wasn't. You know why? Because when he gave it away and they went to the party, they were still calling him the Messiah. Even though he was like, I don't really do that. But he had a whole party about him being the Messiah. The whole party.
I don't think it was a party for him.
Yeah, it was. Everybody was like, because when they took him away, they were like, they're trying to cover our Messiah. The crowd was like, no, not him. They didn't say, Clarence, the regular dude.
I didn't think like the party was actually for him. I just thought it was like a party. I don't know.
And then, you know how damn small that neighborhood is, that community is for him to come outside and the girl's brother's there and dude was like, oh, she set you up. She's like, I didn't know you would follow me here. Your town this big.
Hey, I don't know. I can see you and you.
The town is big. The town is like Mayberry. They probably live 3 doors down from each other. Now, what you about to say about the brother?
He is on BMF, and he is one of my favorite characters. He shouldn't be, but he gave a really good performance, and he's British, which you wouldn't be able to.
The Brits are taking over.
You wouldn't be able to detect that if you watch BMF.
Okay, look, here it is. We don't get it. We don't get this right here. Is there anything else you want to say about this?
Nope.
Dang. Okay, well, I'm Cincinnati man. My sister's.
Your sister.
My sister don't want no more of this. We saw 2 bad movies. We saw Lift and we saw Book of Clarence, and this is wow. Like seeing a bad movie really takes it. Because like you said, at least with I can watch a bad movie, but it makes me laugh. I'll be like, yo, it's bad, but it's hilarious. Yeah. Book of Clarence wasn't bad hilarious. It was just all over the place. Either should have been it should have been a comedy or something really serious.
I was thinking maybe it would have been better if it was like a really, really serious movie.
Because it got serious at the end. Yeah. Okay, and the same thing with Lift. Either make it a comedy or make it serious. But anyway, we are out. Take care. Hey, if you watched it, tell me what you think. I am allowed to disagree, just like you're allowed to disagree. And if you got this far in the video, please like, please subscribe. Hey, go check out some other stuff on my page. Just to visit. You ain't obligated to do nothing. Take care.
Watch the J. Cole review.
I'm supposed to, it's funny. I was watching some YouTube person talk, and they were like, you got to say like and subscribe.
I was going to tell you to do that.
I don't like doing it, but I get it. I get why to do it, because people, if you say it so many times, you say it every video,
and
people
you should put up your, do you?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm Cincinnati man. I'm here to talk about night swim. I had seen it with my friend Sam. I'm not going to lie, full disclosure. I fell asleep. Then I saw it again and actually stayed awake for it. Night swim is thoroughly insulting for baseball fans. This man got multiple sclerosis, and his wife had to get a job at a high school in order to cover their insurance. Ain't no way. Especially when baseball had to deal with like Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, and all that. They ain't gonna let. And he was a third baseman, which is, if I remember, is a very athletic position to have in baseball. My sister and my mom would know. It's funny. I'm not even a baseball fan like that. My mom and sister, and one of my best friends. It's funny. Most of the women in my life watch baseball. The a lot of women that are close to my life, they would love baseball. But anyway, he's the third baseman, and his wife needs to get insurance from the high school to work at or whatever. I looked it up one time. I typed in third baseman's income, and it was like from $10 million up to $37 million. The brother got money. Are we really doing this? Like, hell, he just getting this home that probably cost $500,000. He don't really have much. Like, stop. I know it's gonna sound weird for a black guy to say. Stay out the pool. Stay out the pool. Is it that hard to stay out the pool? Once, look, the dad got possessed by a pool demon. Everybody else was almost killed by one. Let's give you 3. Let's give you 3 family members. 3 family members have a problem with the pool. Maybe we start to stay out the pool. And for anybody to be like, well, you're black, the pool. I grew up with an in-ground 8-foot deep pool. The only bad thing that ever happened at that pool was my dad put too much chlorine in. That was it. Other than that, it was lovely. The realtor was hilarious. She would throw these little barbs in, these little jokes in here and there, and I was like, this is so awkward. Like she was talking so much mess, and then when she came to the housewarming or the pool party, she was like, "Oh, don't eat too much of this rum cake. It make you have fun, like me and my husband." It's like, what are you talking about? But generally when I watch scary movies, you either want to be scared about how disgusting it is or laugh a lot by how ridiculous it is. This movie, it doesn't have enough jokes in it for me to honestly be like, it's hilarious. And it doesn't have enough scary stuff in it either. I mean, somebody drowns in the pool.
but it just wasn't. It was light. It was a really light movie. And the only thing I kept on thinking was, I was like, okay, you got the pool drowning people. What's next? What's next? The sink? What, you gonna have a shower? like are random things that have water in it gonna all form together to kill people? Like, I don't know. Um, I think there's a lot of more. There's way more fun horror movies to watch, like Saw or Thanksgiving. Um, I wouldn't. I can't recommend this. It's funny. I just did the same thing for the Maestro movie. I can just say that it was just a movie. It wasn't. It's not even worth going in depth about. Um, I like Wyatt Russell. Wyatt Russell. I like him as an actor. I had seen him in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and in this, nobody in the cast did bad. I just thought the story was kind of just eh. But as far as the cast, everybody played their part. Just I thought the story was mid, and just stay out the pool. And then I love at the end how they just filled it up. Like, yeah, nobody else has a problem. Oh, wait a minute, that's my problem. You telling me when the dead tries to leave the house, when the pool demon knows the dead one leaves the house, he gets sick, he can't leave the house. But he went all these other places. He went to go get met. He went to go get treated for his MS. He went to the baseball. He went to the baseball stadium or the baseball field to work with the high schoolers, and he didn't get sick. But when the pool knows that he's gonna leave, then he gets sick. And then at the end, his dad sacrificed his life for his family, and the sons they make a hint like the son is possessed or whatever, but he can leave too. None of it that didn't even make any sense. I think the movie there's a third category. Number one, gory, gore. Number two, make you laugh. Number three, another horror element is one that you just yelling at the screen like, "Come on, why are you doing that? That's dumb." This is that number three one. So I'm Cincinnati man. Nice one was but hey, let me know what you think. Have a nice day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
I'm Cincinnati man. We are here to talk about what?
The Bob Marley movie.
The Bob Marley biopic. Made by who?
His family?
Yes.
And a surprisingly Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because Brad Pitt gave up smoking recently.
Yeah.
Not a few years ago. I ain't gonna say recently. So anyway, but Bob Marley is more than a smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen like a teaser trailer. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. But you had noticed something, or I had noticed something when we were having a conversation. I said I never saw this much promotion for it, and I said I saw more promotion for Madam Web than I did this. But you said it was an opposite. But you said that because you watch way more TV.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like the internet, it was everywhere. Like, but it wasn't as much internet traffic for it. I don't know why. I kind of feel like I want you to steer this one. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts of the movie?
It was good. I was shocked where they started.
And they started with the first concert.
Not the first concert.
Not the first concert. I'm sorry. The concert when he was getting ready to.
Yeah, to do the concert in Jamaica. I thought they were gonna start from like scratch when he was like a little boy, because I don't know much about that part of his life. I don't know. It was fine.
Do you feel okay? Growing up, we listened to a bunch of Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We listened to. His dad had Rastaman Vibration.
Yeah, and the Exodus album.
Exodus. Kaya.
I Legend.
I went back and listened to Catch Fire. I bought Catch Fire.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're not a Bob Marley fan, would this really inform you well on him?
Not really.
Yeah, it's an odd movie because you think you get to know more, but it's more of a
Retelling, I guess. Yeah.
It's more like this is the myth, the man, the legend, who wasn't a myth, a man. He wasn't a myth. Like he said, I'm not a superstar. I'm a Rastafarian.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really get to. You still felt at arm's length.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie. It just felt incomplete.
Yeah, and I said once it was over, I was like, it didn't even feel like we were in there long enough.
It's funny. You was like, why is he towering over everybody?
Yeah, because the real Bob Marley was kind of smaller.
I looked it up. Bob Marley was 5'7". The actor that plays him, if you look it up, mistakenly, the internet, somebody put it in where it's wrong. They put him as 5'7", but he's really like 6'1", 6'2".
Mm-hmm. And it's a difference. So the movement was kind of looked weird.
Yeah, and the presence wasn't so much his act. It was more of his stature because you're like, what? Dang, he's really muscular.
Mm-hmm.
If they really wanted to do this right, they should have used the young version of him.
I was thinking that. Like, nothing wrong with the older one.
He did great. Bad. Yeah, he didn't do nothing bad. He just the young one.
Yeah,
make a whole series with him.
Yeah,
you could do a whole series with him. And I understand they don't really get into it with Peter Tosh and
Bunny.
Bunny. Because it was always a big dispute why they left.
Yeah, and I was waiting for that, and then Rita just
part of them would say like, "Oh, the management was stealing," and also like Rita said, she didn't trust everything, but also over creative differences too, as well as a layer of things, and they lightly touched on it, like how you felt, and she's like, "No, that wasn't the reason." Yeah, it's interesting. It's the Whalers, but it ain't the Whalers. It ain't the Whalers. This is about Bob.
Yeah,
and because we really didn't know nothing about the everybody else. You really didn't see how he met that producer / owner of the record label.
Yeah,
his kids hold him in high regard. I remember reading somewhere he helped them get their finances together with their dad's estate.
Mm-hmm.
I know you probably read about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Was there, like, as much as we watched about Bob Marley's documentary stuff, was there anything that found anything that you didn't know?
You mean new?
Yeah.
No.
Because you watch a lot more than me, and when I was like,
did she really get shot?
Yeah, I was like, she got shot. You was like, yeah. I'm like, dang.
But from what I remember, she had the kids in the car, if I'm not mistaken, and they were about to leave. No, I didn't really learn anything new.
The guy that played Bob Marley, I think he did a better job with Malcolm X than he did Bob Marley. He was fine as Bob Marley. He played you never saw that one?
He played Malcolm X?
One Night in Miami.
Oh, that was him?
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine as Bob. He's not terrible. I like his portrayal of Malcolm better.
I will say, as it went further along in the movie, I not to say I didn't like him, but it was like, I don't know, I got used to it.
Yeah,
him being Bob.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
You know what's interesting? I've been going back as I was watching it. I remember how I was irked by the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King thing, how they didn't sound like themselves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then then it hit me. I'm being too hard for one reason. One of my favorite movies of all time is Patton. George C. Scott, I think his name is Patton. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. The real, like, like George C. What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, go ahead. Say it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to see if you count what I'm about to say.
He ain't look nothing like him.
No. He didn't look nothing like Patton. It was worse than that. You never heard Patton's voice.
Mm-mm.
George C. Scott. I can't do his voice, but he talks real like, look here, man. We're gonna eat real gruff, like, my name is General Patton. Talked with a really soft voice like that, and it was like, cause I think I watched a documentary or something,
And they was like, yeah, he really didn't sound like him. And they showed it. I was like, yo, wait a minute. But they said he captured the essence of him because Pat didn't take no mess and he would beat up people if they mess up and stuff and cuss them out or whatever. So maybe I'm being a little bit too hard. So the spirit of Bob, it grew during the movie.
Yeah.
I think the teenager version of him was the best version.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of that story.
Yeah, the kid version didn't really. It was fine, And it's interesting how I get how they used to tease him as a kid, but it's still funny because he came out basically like my complexion. Like when he grew, you know what I mean? Bob Marley's basically like my complexion. They put me on the sun a little bit longer. That's it. But they talk about dude like he was Drake or something. But when you compare it to where he's at,
yeah,
just like our grandma, Dad's mom, she was very
my complexion,
dark complexion. She would fit right in. If I was right next to her, they probably would be like, "Where you come from?"
Or Ma. They probably look at me and Ma and be like,
"You right around it. You right around it. You right around it." But you like 2 shades. You was like 2 shades lighter than grandma. yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Both grandmas were brown skin, so
grandma was dark skin. Grandma on dad's side is dark skin. Grandma on my side. See, look, we doing color.
I feel like she was my complexion.
Grandma on my side.
Both.
No.
I don't think you remember what your grandma looked like.
You remember. What are we doing? What are we?
You started this.
Happy Black History Month. Anyway.
Yeah, I would have liked them to delve more into
and Valentine's
story.
Day.
Yeah. Into the story, his origin story, I guess. But I mean it was good. It was okay. I would have liked to see how some of the songs, how he came up with some of the songs, because most of them were floated. It was just like, hey, most of them were done.
Hey, what's that? I like that. Hey, what's this? And it just turned into it. And it was like,
or we heard it in the background, like he had already done the song and it was like a hit. Because I think it started in like 77.
Why the guitar player look like Why the guitar player look like Mos Def? When I thought it was Mos Def at first.
I did too.
Is that Mos Def?
It was kind of distracting.
And you said you think he was an actual musician?
Yeah, I think if I'm thinking of the right person, if you watch Bob Marley's live at the Rainbow Room, I think it's called.
Let me see. What was his name? Cast. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
I can't believe we can't find this. This ain't right. Ain't no way.
What?
I want you to type in DeVoe and rapper, and then go to the Instagram and tell me that's the same guy. It is, but I'm just shocked.
How you spell it? D-O-V-O?
D-A-V-O. The son of Junior Marvin member. Oh, he's the son. Interesting. We found it. Tell me. Because remember you thought he was like remember you thought he was like a musician, like a guitar player?
Mm-hmm.
You click on Instagram. That's him. Don't look. You surprised, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, that makeup changed people. Okay. We know now. We don't know why he's not on the IMDb. Unless
here's that scene in the movie too, so that is him.
No, it is him.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know why you ain't in the IMDb. I like how you was like Ziggy naming this a lot.
Yeah.
Because when he came on, he's like, we produced this for my father.
Don't do that voice.
I'm Ziggy.
You and these voices. He did a welcoming message.
Welcome. I'm Ziggy Marley. There was so much marijuana smoking. I could not believe it.
Well, duh.
As a man who's not allowed legally ever to do anything because of my job and they always tested stuff, I was appalled. I'm joking. I don't. Good for them. Good for them. Free to other people that can't do it. Free us from our bonds. Wow. Yeah, okay, yeah. We know you don't do anything.
I don't have a problem with people that do.
I do, because I can't. Anyway. Is there anything else? Let's see.
You had a problem with them not showing affection, Rita and Bob.
They showed one kiss on the cheek. Like, it was a hug. Like, when she showed her that she got shot, he's like, oh, you here? He's like, girl, you crazy. And he hugged her, gave her a quick hug. I was like, oh.
Well, maybe they
I would
weren't
have cried.
like that.
I like it. Like, one of the loves of his life came back from the dead. I'm like, how long was she in the hospital?
I don't know. Must have been a couple days, because she said she checked herself out, and then the concert was like, and then
it was later. Like one look. Oh, yeah. So is I'm gonna let you. Is there anything else? Because there's one major thing that I noticed, but I want to make sure we get everything out, a little stuff out of the way that you thought of, or did you wonder about?
No, I thought it was good. I was surprised that it started where it started. Wanted a little more backstory. Wanted to know how the songs came.
You rather have a miniseries?
It probably would have been better.
That one documentary they put out like 20 years ago, whatever, is go to that.
There's one on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When they did the thing where they showed them smoking and the Rastafarians were all getting together to pray and meditate and everything, and dudes started smoking. First, I just kept on thinking of that scene out of that documentary, and I was want somebody to be like, "We shall now call you Snoop Lion." I can't get that out of my head. Oh, before the last thing that we say, there's one more thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Does anybody else do this? And I'm blaming Marvel. I'm blaming Marvel for this. Every time I get to the end of a damn movie, I almost want to stay and see there's an after credit. I was watching this Bob Marley movie. I was like,
yeah, we stayed for a minute.
I was like, man, come on, tell me what's coming next. You like, it ain't nothing next.
Yeah.
I like, ain't nothing?
The end is the end.
I was like, can I get the family folk? Can I get something?
Oh, that's another thing. I thought we were going to actually see him.
Wait, hold up. And before, and guess what? Anybody that heard this, they probably was like, you gonna see some Wakanda. I wasn't. And you thought I was? You're an asshole.
Well, you did.
No, that was another movie.
I mean, you just did. Anyway.
What you about to say?
I was thinking that we were gonna see him like actually pass away, like him be in the hospital and everything like that.
Yeah, they did that weird kind of like
left it on a high note,
spiritual ghost thing, like it was supposed to be his father chasing him. Then you thought it was his father.
No, I'm talking about at the end when he passed away.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like, come home and all that. They switched.
But I don't think that was his father. I think that was Haile Selassie.
No, it was. I'm talking about in the beginning.
Because if you looked at it, it was a black man, not a white man.
No, it was at the end. But I'm saying they kept it vague in the beginning. You just kept on seeing somebody on a horse. In the movie, you saw his father go almost wearing the same colors. Mm-hmm. Like on a horse.
Yeah, because that's the only picture he had.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about when she was like, I need some help with this kid. I need some help with my kid. And dude was like, I ain't helping. And then he disappeared into the field.
Yeah.
They purposely did a misdirect because it was the same colors. But when they kept flashing back, look at that. When they kept flashing back to the crop and coming out and him emerging out of the crop, you couldn't see it.
I thought it was his father, and then it just turned in at the end. No.
And then they showed when he was when he got off the horse standing right in front of him, it was his dad.
Yeah, and then in the end, it was Haile Selassie.
Yeah. Okay, see where we can merge it?
Yeah, you can just cut all that out.
Yeah, we figured it out, though. They did a little misdirect.
I'm kind of glad they didn't show him in the hospital, because I thought they were going to, and I thought that would have been too sad. But,
There's one thing I want to mention. Okay, the actress Lashana Lynch, from the Marvel, she's been in a few Marvel stuff. I don't know. Have you seen her in anything else?
No, only Marvel stuff.
I can't remember. I'm gonna look up her IMDb, but I'm gonna say this: everything I've ever seen her in,
she was always very slim. Why she had? They put padding on her. Ain't no way. I ain't never seen anything I've ever seen. I ain't never seen that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
They make like why y'all do that? Why y'all, man? That was distracted. I was like, yeah, look, hey, I'm gonna have to see more Lashana Lynch movies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Woo! I was like, one love. Hello, this thing on? Is your thing?
Mm-hmm. It's on.
She was looking. I don't know, man. Hey, my sister. Happy Valentine's Day to me. Hey, no, okay. In all seriousness, she did great.
Mm-hmm.
She honestly, if somebody wanted to give her like a little, if somebody wanted to give her a nomination or something like that, I'd be cool with that, because when she stood up for herself and went off on them,
Mm-hmm.
that was excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like, man.
And I kind of figured they wouldn't really go in detail about like the other women.
But it was mentioned. It was mentioned.
It was mentioned.
Yeah,
but,
especially when she was like, I'm taking kids, ain't even mine.
Well, she had kids that wasn't Bob's.
Yeah, but she basically saying she wouldn't have been doing her thing if he wasn't doing his thing. So I get it. Yeah, Lashana Lynch. Woo. Hey, I'm gonna be looking out for more of her movies now. Shoot. Look, you gonna be my co-host. You got roll.
I'm letting you have your moment.
I ain't no moment. Is it? Hey. Oh, I'm Cincinnati man. I'm done. Would I recommend it? I don't know. Check it out for yourself. I could be wrong. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. It was okay. You'll definitely enjoy the music in it. You should actually enjoy the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's too many questions that you have when you're watching it. You're like, how many kids you got? What their names? Is Ziggy? Ziggy was Ziggy too. And then it's like, how do you meet Chris Blackwell? And then it's like, you telling me this whole time he was just his toe was that jack? He wasn't taking no medicine. No, he's just down.
Yeah.
Well, he was taking medicine. He was taking that good herb, that herbal remedy. I like to know more about that guy stealing from him, because it was mentioned, it was shown a little bit, but that'd have been cool to do.
Yeah.
But I'm Cincinnati man. I'm out. Shout out to Bob Marley, One Love. Go check it out for yourself. I could be wrong.
I thought it was good.
I'm shocked you thought it was good. I thought you thought it was okay.
I mean, yeah, it is.
I'm about to get off here, edit the crap out of this, because it was a lot of. I'm gonna edit what I just said. I'm gonna edit a bunch out, and I'm gonna look up some Lashana Lynch movies.
Look up Bob's concerts. Do that.
I'm good. I need to do more research about her. Happy Black History Month. Bye.
Bye.
I'm like, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Cincinnati man. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
It is almost 11 p.m. Cincinnati time on a Friday. Was it March 1st? Yeah. What did you think of? Okay, we saw Dune a couple weeks ago because we saw the trailer and we're like, well, I guess we'll check out the first one. And we watched the first one and we were confused. We didn't think it was a bad movie, but we just didn't understand it. We wanted more.
Yeah.
We wanted more plot development, and we was like, well, we might as well see the second one. So, what did you think of the second one?
The same thing I thought of the first one. It wasn't bad. Once they started doing like the politics, talking like the politics, they lost me. But like the action and stuff like that, I could understand it. But the politics, and it was entirely too long. I'm sorry. Our show time was 6:15. We didn't get out of there until almost
It was 9:50.
9:20,
Yeah.
25, something like that. Too long. I don't know if it was the trailers or the movie. Like the trailers, it was almost 15 minutes worth of trailers, and it was for movies. No movie, trailer that I saw made me want to see the movie.
Aren't you going? I thought you wanted to see that Tom Hardy biker movie.
No,
You sure?
I just mentioned it because I think they filmed in Cincinnati, but I don't think I want to see it.
Dang. So did you like it better than the first one?
Yeah, and remember, like within like the first 10 minutes or so of the movie, I said I like it better than the first one. And then it started to go into the politics, and then I just was like, I don't care.
Who is your favorite character?
I guess Paul.
Who's your least favorite?
I didn't have a least favorite, but I know yours.
No, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait.
Who's your favorite character?
I don't have one for this movie. I don't have one. You know what's weird about this movie? Okay. I don't have a favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite is Shani. How you say her name? Zendaya's
Zendaya. I don't know about names right now.
I'm gonna look
it
it
was
up.
too much. I thought it was Johnny at one point, and that's another thing. I don't know if my ears are going bad or the sound was bad, and the screen it was too dark.
Dune Part II cast. Let's see. Yeah. Chani. Anyway, my issues with this one, Paul pissed me off.
He pissed you off in the first one.
No, but this one made me mad because the whole plan was like, well, it's my birthright. I'm the Messiah. I'm gonna do it. Then he goes and hangs out with them. He's like, I don't want any of that.
It was overwhelming.
No, but it was very ridiculous. It was like
I didn't think it was
like no, but I'm saying everybody like that. The only reason he was allowed to stay because they praised him. Yeah. The only reason that he got far because they told him he was the one. Then he wants to reject that, but wants to keep everything. It doesn't work that way. Well,
he didn't like the feeling of them praising him.
And then he
had to see it for himself.
And then how do you? It was interesting to reject himself to reject the notion of him being a savior, but he's doing all the prophetic things that you're supposed to. It ain't like he's just a regular guy. If he was a regular guy and did something like, oh, you killed that worm or you bested our best guy, you know what I mean? Mm. But when you start being able to see things and do stuff exactly word for word in their religion, and you're like, nah, I ain't that. And when your mom it was maybe that's the point. I don't know. I'm sorry everybody. I didn't read the book. But I'm just saying that made me so mad. Oh yeah. Also, let me say this right now. Zendaya's character. How many for a world for all these cultures that have tradition and stand on it? She was allowed a lot of times. Every time they had a ceremony, I don't like that. This is bull. Next one. Why y'all doing? Every sacred thing they did, she would get up and yell. And it was like, that ain't how that works. Anybody else, it'd be a fight. Or you'd be kicked out. She did it throughout the whole movie. And I'm like, how is that allowed? She just randomly gets up and be like, nah, you can't do this. Okay, they're forming a battle plan. I don't like that. It's like, it stood out because it made no sense that it was allowed. You know what I mean? Because he kept on getting more disrespectful. disrespectful throughout it. Even when her mom went through, when his mom went through the thing, she was disrespectful. It was like, you get what I'm saying? Every ceremony, it didn't matter if it was military, religious. She always had to do something disrespectful. Even when everybody was bowing, when they made him the true guy, she stood up and just walked out. It was like, at some point,
that one was different because she didn't know he was gonna ask that other girl for her hand. That I was with her on that one.
That's okay. Okay, I look. Guess what? I'll give you that, but but my problem is the world there is so treacherous, and every culture, if you disrespect, But
I guess it's different in that culture.
Because Paul's soft, so his daddy was soft too. Remember in the first one when the dude was like, "I'm sorry, my lord, assassination step, I will resign. You will not do such a thing. Go out there and find the man." It's like, it's like soft.
Remember what Christopher Walken said? He led with love, or he
led with his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Christopher Walken was right.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's funny. What else made me mad? Ain't no way Josh Brolin alive. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There ain't no reason for him to be alive. Let me tell you something right now.
Well, it is a movie.
Look, yeah, but the whole point was just to kill everybody, kill every single person. When he said, "Oh, I negotiated a barter," how you negotiating? Everybody know who you are. It'd be different if he disappeared, right? But maybe like, okay, forgive me. There is so much in my line. There is so much information crammed into words. And like you said, politics upon politics on top of politics. It's tough to keep it all together. Like and my problem, my main problem with the movie is I have no emotional attachment to anybody. The acting is dry. It's very, very dry. I love Javier Bardem. Javier. I didn't realize it was him.
I didn't either.
It's funny, like, because we didn't look at the cast or anything. We just watched a movie.
Yeah.
But I love his enthusiasm. I love what he does. But it is supposed to be like when him and Paul and Zendaya fell in love. I didn't feel anything. Did
you
like?
Don't like Zendaya.
No. Okay. Look, I'm talking about. Look, let's try this again. I'm talking about you. When you're watching a movie and it's supposed to be showing two characters fall in love, and you're supposed to feel something like, oh, or like, okay, did you feel any of that?
I don't really like.
Let's go.
Wait, I don't really like romantic comedies and romance and action films. So you already got me with that.
But I'm talking. Okay,
it was cute, I guess, but I don't like it. I don't like. I'm more of a horror and comedy person. I don't like romance mixed with action.
Okay. So you see, this is difficult. See, this is getting difficult. Because I'm just trying to ask, did it seem authentic to you? But you didn't like it anyway. Just like you said, I don't like her. You don't like that stuff anyway. So you'll be like, yeah. Instead of being I
don't mind.
It didn't seem
okay.
It wasn't convincing at all. It was not convincing. Just this. You gotta do it this way. So you do this and do that. What are you looking at? Oh, you like me? Okay. Look. A struggle of a smile. Well, we are together now.
Moving on. Any other thoughts?
I won't make you see the third one.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
I won't make you do it.
I'm not gonna make myself.
Look. For as much as you being like trying to be all,
if it's gonna be that length again,
no. Hey. For as much,
I'll wait until it comes out on streaming.
As much as you try to be on the fence about like, oh, they was alright. The whole time you watching the movie, this is your face.
Cause I couldn't see. It was too dark. You gotta admit the screen was too dark.
Yeah, that was weird. It was weird.
I don't know what was going on. Sometimes they leave the light on in the projection room. I noticed that, but it was off.
What was the point? What was the point of him being related to the heart? Oh, what's the start with an H?
Harkin?
Huh?
Harkin, I think.
What was the point? Oh, it was like, so you don't look like them, you don't act like them. It doesn't matter.
It's supposed to be a plot twist.
Yeah, and it's like, cousin, I killed my cousin. And then I seen headlines like, oh, that the little brother that was in this movie.
Nephew.
They was like, oh, he's one of the greatest movie villains of all time. He didn't even do that much. What did he do?
He did his little birthday celebration where he killed people. He sliced people's throats. What did he do? He was in it. He was in it like that. Overall,
I couldn't tell.
Like
Seemed like he got a lot of screen time.
no, he did. But I'm saying, would you call him one of the best in years? Or you were like, oh, he was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah, it ain't. There's nothing in it. Maybe be like, oh, and Batista.
Yeah, his role was diminished.
They always showed all these trailers. They kept on showing glimpses of him. He ain't do nothing. All he did was yell and scream, "Find them! Kill! Rats! Vermin!" And it was like, that's it? He didn't do shit in this movie. He didn't do nothing to be like, yo, what you see in the trailer? Man, you can't wait to see it. He was just in the movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause he either look angry like this, or he'd be like this. Uncle, and I'm like, you think the mother's evil?
I don't know if she evil, but she look evil to me.
Halfway through this movie, I kind of was thinking to myself, like, are there any good guys in this movie?
Oh.
Not anymore. Not the way he acting like his mama now.
Yeah. What was in that drink that they drank?
Man, when they had to take that drink, I was like, dang, man, this is some medieval like abortion thing or something. When she was pregnant. Yeah. And I was like, why would you? She did a lot of dumb stuff to be pregnant.
Yeah, I didn't understand, why didn't she say, no, I'm pregnant? Why didn't she say it?
Every time she did something crazy, I'm like, you do realize you're pregnant, right? Like,
I guess she didn't have a choice with that one.
Yeah, but she ain't telling nobody. It was just dumb. And Paul just like, yeah, go ahead and do it, Ma. She's drinking a foreign fluid that will go directly into the baby. And
did he know that she was drinking it?
Yeah. She told him, remember, she's like, oh, I have to go in there and they, oh no, I'll take it back. He said that she didn't know their traditions.
Yeah.
And
that was a lot of movie.
And yeah, and it was just so many different things. Oh, the families will not agree. It was just, and I get, okay, them being related, that's like some old school, like, because if you look back in history, like, let's say the Prince of Germany married somebody from Russia that married somebody from France that married, and you find out like they all like cousins and stuff randomly. That's what that's like. I'm good. I can't get into Dune. I can't get into it. For me, I know you ain't really saying that when I'm saying this, but for me, the acting is so dry. It's just a whole bunch of people warmongering, but you don't see the for lack of a better word, humanity. You're not seeing the emotional connection between people. It's very that is what's missing for me. I'm not growing with the character to be connected.
I don't have a problem with the acting. Like I said, I have a problem with the length of the film. And then it seems like they try to do too much.
It feels epic. I mean, I can see when I'm watching it, it's supposed to be this most epic world to its universe to itself. You can see the intention of it to be an epic, but it just falls short for me. Visually beautiful, but it's too much different stories going on at the same time.
You know, when you describe it that way, that's the same way I have not seen it all, but that's the same way I feel with Star Wars. It's just,
well, you look, we are not gonna look. Okay,
it's just so much. It's so many movies. I don't know what order to watch them in.
Let me calm down. Okay, I was talking to people at my my internship, quote unquote, and I said that my sister compared Star Wars Dune. They was like, oh no. I'm like, I know. I'm like, because she doesn't know. That's like comparing this. That's like, know. Yes, you will. We look. You gonna watch Star Wars? Now I ain't say all of it, but we gonna get there anyway. Yeah. Wow.
Like, it's not in terms of like story and everything. It's just like how you feel about it. It's just like it's supposed to be epic, but it doesn't resonate with me from what I saw. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I like Star Trek more. Sorry.
I love Star Trek, but they're two different.
I know they're two different things, but I gear more towards Star Trek because I grew up watching it. So,
ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnatiman. I guess I guess I'm watching Dune Part 3 by myself.
yes, you are.
And
I'll watch it when it comes onto streaming, but sitting in the movies, it felt like I could feel every minute.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So, yeah.
And
plus, I watch TV and stuff with captions, so it was throwing me off not having the captions
because it was tough to understand what they were saying at time. I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, is it tough to understand this?"
The music was loud. It seemed like, and it overpowered some of the dialogue.
Okay, then. Well, we're done. Everybody, take care. I was hoping to get more into this, and I couldn't, and it's just, and then. Last, I always out of nowhere. Shout out to Amy, my homie Amy. Amy was like, she's a huge fan, and she started sending me these tutorials on how to on explaining Dune to somebody who's not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And all I kept on thinking was, if the tutorials, if I watch a movie and at the end I get a tutorial to make me understand it, and I couldn't get the explanation in the movie, that means that's not good. That's not good. I still don't know what's going on. So, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Wow.
You know what's funny? I can understand Inception better than this.
Well, because like Inception wasn't like, okay, we're fighting my dreams with your dreams. Okay. No, okay, then we got to tell you about the ancestral history of 255 years of dream walking. Now, after you get done with the dream walking, you got to remember when the bloodlines crossed each other, you had to decide if you're going to let the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
The only other movie I could not get, and I still need to rewatch it, is Tenet.
Tenet, I thought Tenet was boring.
I couldn't, it was too much going on, and I couldn't remember what was. I gotta rewatch it. I don't think I finished it.
Yeah, that might be my. I haven't seen all Christopher Nolan's movies, so as right now, that's my least favorite movie.
Yeah.
And also, I thought it was whack that he was like a platonic friend to her, because it seemed like it's almost leading somewhere when you're watching it. It's awkward.
I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
It was just. I tried several times to watch it, and I'm just like, what?
Well, let me cut this audio off. But. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnatiman. We back here. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We saw the national interracial. Not that. We saw the underground rep.
No.
Okay, we saw the NAA. What is the name of this movie?
The American Society of Magical Negroes.
The American Society of. Why sound like you said? I thought you said something. I was like, wait a minute. All right, the National Society of American Negroes.
Mm-mm.
That's right?
The American Society of Magical Negroes.
Look, we saw a movie where Negroes from America were magical.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. When you saw the trailer for this, what was your expectations?
I didn't really have any. I just saw David Allen Greer, and I was like, oh.
It was one of the things you saw. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. When I saw the trailer, I thought it was fake. I thought it was a skit or something. I'm adjusting everything. I did not think it was real. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be some, like, it looked like Harry Potter stuff or stuff like that. I don't know if you ever seen anything like that, even a glimpse of it, but you've seen trailers and stuff and clips here and there. Wand waving and stuff, magic and all that.
I know
that's fine.
Basics of Harry Potter.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah, it was all right.
Okay, I did not like the movie. And you were surprised when I told you that, weren't you?
Yep.
Because I was laughing at different points of the movie.
You were.
But you forgot I was doing like.
You always do that, so I thought it was just another Friday, you know.
We gonna do something different. We gonna do a little something different. You ask. Okay, who's your favorite character?
David Allen Greer.
He is an amazing actor. I'll give you that. Even though I felt like he could have did more, he was in it a lot, but he was more like a wide sage. Mm-hmm. He did help one. He helped him, Aaron, and then he helped the white officer. Mm-hmm. And it's funny in this movie, if somebody be like, you literally got to talk black white. There ain't no thing where you like leave race out of it. No, in this movie, we leave race in it. Mm-hmm. This is all about race. This ain't, and guess what, y'all? This ain't about a dialogue. And this is the weird thing. This movie, okay, I'll get there. Who was your least favorite? Oh, never mind. I already know who it is. Never mind.
Jason.
Oh yeah. Okay. That was the dude. Yeah, that was the dude he was supposed to watch over.
His client.
Yeah, he was just ignorant. He was just like, he just said a typical thing that somebody's that's supposed to say that supposedly that has a lack of awareness of situations, through the viewpoint of Aaron and other people. Like, oh, you're just privileged, blah 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 blah. You always had the leg up and no. My problem with the movie is we like you told me to. We didn't get enough of other Negroes helping in the real world around Aaron.
Yeah.
We only had David Allen Greer. You tell me all those people in not Silicon Valley, but all those people working at the tech thing, and there ain't nobody following them.
I guess they could say because it's like almost like a secret society type thing, but
they only follow.
Even in John Wick, you have thousands of people in it, and you know,
the secret society did not have the budget in order to. They didn't have enough Negroes to help white people. Yeah. This, I'll say it again. I'm gonna say it again. This movie is not about creating a dialogue. This movie is really trying to tell, hey, you white, sit down, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like all the stuff that's been happening. It ain't about that. It ain't about that because either the white people in the movie, most of them didn't listen. Most of them didn't listen until it got to a point where he started yelling so much they kind of looked for a second like he yelled for like 5 minutes straight, and then they all of a sudden just thought about it like, we are sorry. It wasn't that. It wasn't that open dial. It ain't like that. Mm-hmm. Also, I think his girlfriend ended up. I think his girlfriend's like, because he said I didn't know she was ethnic or something like that. I think
I don't know what that
when he
meant.
said that. I think she might be Hispanic or something. You might look it up. Look up on the cast. Because when he said it, weren't you confused too?
But just because I look it up on the cast, don't mean it's the characters that.
That is true. You're right. Because they'll if you brown,
Taiwanese and Irish actress.
So, yeah, but so they didn't really say what she in the because in the movie
I don't know if he
mentioned it. He mentioned it.
I don't know if he was being sarcastic.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, oh, you're right. He could have been.
Yeah, or if she really was,
Yeah, we need. They should have had a thing. Like I told you, it would have been cool if it would have been a thing where Aaron would have been helping his guy, and it was in conflict with somebody else trying to help their guy.
Yeah,
and they had to have a trial.
Or if she would have had a magical.
Yeah. Or look, think about the trial. Like, look, you can't help Jason. Why? Because Kyle needs that raise. Oh, we'll have to go to Negro court, and they'll be going back and forth about like that'd be perfect. I was hoping that this would have been in the same vein as Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood, or I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. I'm just thinking of some.
So basically you wanted the Wayans to write it?
Oh, and Robert Townsend helped write one of them. Also,
they would have did good with this type of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would have been. They would have been excellent for it because it would have been funny, but you would have got it.
Message.
Also, yeah, like I said. Oh, in Boondocks. Did I say Boondocks already? I don't think I did. But okay. If it was more like that, I would have enjoyed it more. But it was
but it tried to be. You know what it was? It was caught between. It was leaning more toward it. You know, social commentary with a little bit of comedy. And what's interesting is maybe they should have made it serious like a Get Out or something. Maybe it would have worked. Maybe it might have worked better that way. It's stuck between
a good horror
yeah,
movie.
it's stuck between these different genres. And then even you said when it went to the romance, you were like, "This is a different movie now."
Yeah, it took me out of it. Like I said, the coffee scene was too long. All the romantic scenes were too long.
And
like Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
they go on and on
and you really felt like, wait a minute, like this should be a totally different movie than I'm watching. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You had asked me if I ever been in a situation to try, like Aaron had that thing about, I make white people feel like Dave Agreed, you make white people feel comfortable to be around you and all this other stuff. And I told you, you know, growing up, I was told to be mindful, you know, of your environment because typically the areas you're at, it's gonna be more. It's not gonna be as many black people, and also make sure that nobody takes advantage of you, try to make you out to be a buffoon or something like that. And we also got taught manners. But did it feel like I doubled my manners when I was in front of certain people, like white people or something like that? As I look back, at times, because I didn't want to be thought of as dumb or a thug or a goof or anything like that, like, you know, because we didn't get raised like that anyway.
Yeah.
And at times was it insulting when somebody thought that? Yeah. But as I got older, I didn't shelter away from conversations. And that's the sad thing that happened to Aaron. He sheltered away from conversations. He became me talking to someone and correcting them is not being confrontational per se. It's just correcting a misconception. You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem talking to, like, I could talk. I'll have a problem having dialogue, but if I know somebody's being ignorant, I'll calmly shut it down. You know what I mean? Or go away from the conversation. But I myself do not have a desire to go off on people about it because I feel like you kind of lose the room, like Aaron did, because they really didn't listen until he was 5 minutes in the shouting, and all of a sudden they just kind of wilted, like, "Oh, you're right." It's like, whatever. So, this is the last thing I'll say. Liz kissing him at the end was bullshit. She got left and she got teleported from California to New York. Was freaking out. He could have been evil. She didn't know nothing about him. And all they do is meet up again and kiss. Like, oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your phone call. How long did it take her to get back? Yeah, like she got back like 10 hours later or something.
I don't know. She had the same clothes on.
Yeah, she got back quick though. That flight ain't that quick. Is that flight that quick?
I think 5 hours.
I don't know. I got to Google it. I ain't Googling it.
I ain't never really been on a plane.
You know, and also that society of so swag, which is such an old term, but the society of wives and girlfriends. I ain't believing that. Y'all gonna tell me there's this magical society of wives and girlfriends, but the divorce rate is higher than ever. We are in the pandemic of loneliness, and you won't even believe that y'all actually doing good in the world. I ain't believing that. Get out of here.
Well, it didn't say everlasting love. It's just wives and girlfriend. I don't mean they gotta stay together forever.
Boo. I mean, you got a point, but boo them. I'm trying to think. You got anything else you want to add? Let me think. There's something. Oh, let me look. Okay, then I'm done. Okay. All them tech people with the foosball, with the snack room, the lunch room. They probably had a sauna, jacuzzi. They said that you had a place to take a nap. He's like, do people sleep here? They can. We got to change the clothes. You know what that made me? You know, and the Indians like, we found out if you work less, you're more productive. When I saw that, I was like, this is the exact reason Elon Musk fired 70% of his Twitter staff. Are you serious? Let me get a job like that. You ain't gotta do nothing but sleep, and you can sleep and do whatever you want, but please work about 3 hours. Get the fuck out of here. What you laughing about? You laughing hard. If you're gonna laugh into the mic. Because they think I'm just talking to myself.
Oh man. No, my mind went somewhere else when you said foosball. It made me think of Waterboy when Kathy Bates said foosball.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. My sister actually liked the movie. I did not hate the movie. I did not hate it, but I don't. If you see it, cool. But I'm not really running out here to be like sing its praises or anything. To me, it was just a movie I saw, and the dialogue. Anybody's talking about this movie and peeling back layers and stuff. I honestly think this movie might do more harm than good in actual race conversations amongst different races. Because
I don't know, but I think it'll be good for black people.
It's I don't like the subservientness of it. I don't know. It's just, please, boss. Hey, boss, could you be good? Boss, hey, we'll make you feel good. You make us feel good. I reckon. I don't know. I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm out. As you distracted by your phone.
No.
Okay, we're out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was tight. That was a tight 13 minutes. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man. We are back. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We're here to talk about Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Yep.
Bad Boys. It should have been called Bad Boys for Life, but they did.
Yeah, it was a mishap.
Our expectations for this movie were zero.
Mm-hmm.
We walked in just saying, hey, we hope we have a good action movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of us left very disappointed. The other one did not. So how did you feel walking out of the movie?
I felt it was okay. Just an okay movie. I don't think it stands up with the other three, but it's okay.
Would you tell anybody to go see this in the theater? And
I like people to have their own opinion, so yeah. I would just be like, well, you gotta see it for yourself.
You know something? You're a kind soul. You're a kind soul. I did some of that kindness today. James was like, hey man, he texted me, hey, what you doing later? I'm like, no, man. He's like, I'm about to go see Bad Boys. And it's funny. That's why I did the review today. Cause I was like, by the time you get out, the review will be up. Mm-hmm. This movie was trash.
Well, tell me what James thinks once you hear.
He Sonny, lately me and him have been on two different things.
Y'all always on two different things on movies.
I think he likes X-Men.
Probably.
But anyway, this movie has no heart. I'm big on saying no heart. Like the characters are just paint by numbers. The characters are there. The main characters are there. Uh-huh. Mike and Marcus. Yeah. But unfortunately, Martin does not look healthy. Whatever medical issues he has is clearly present on the screen because he slurs his words, and it's real tough for him to talk.
Well, I can only go by what I know. He had a stroke some years ago, but I feel like he had another one in between that one and now.
Right, and irregardless,
I don't want to put that because I don't know. I'm not his doctor.
And irregardless of him coming out and being like, "No, I'm fine. Everything's fine." It's like you're not. And at this point, it's okay for him to be in denial about it. But hey, I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. And there's other people that's saying it. Like it's sad, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's life. I mean, he wants to keep working as an actor. Hey, more power to you. We just hope that the strenuous task of doing these movies doesn't take its toll on him because it's tough to do a movie, hours on the set and all that stuff, and fly everywhere. Yeah, that is more about your health, brother. Will Smith doesn't look good as well. He's looks older. He looked like he got slapped by Chris Rock. I ain't never like, I don't know what happened. He ain't in that muscle bound shape he was in there.
He's in his 50s. He's not gonna be
he better take whatever the Rock taking.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say he wouldn't be like
he better call Dwayne like, yo, man, yo, what you what hard work are you doing? But no, Will Smith looked tired. He looked like he's entering in his Danny Glover phase.
When did they shoot this?
Normally it takes like a year and a half for a movie or something like that. So probably like almost 2 years ago. Nah. What you trying to say?
No, I'm just trying to see if it was like during COVID or anything like that.
It probably was at the tail end of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing. Look, his wife, they put his wife in the movie. She didn't even need to be in the movie. They showed her in they showed her in the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike? You're right. Mike Lowry has a wife now. They showed her in the beginning. They showed her almost towards the middle, and then at the end. He didn't even need her. There's no reason, and she was fine too. She was fine. She was a very lovely woman. You said she was in the Power universe.
Yes, Ghost.
I might have to watch
Tariq's
it.
Power.
I might have to watch it now because she's fine.
She played Professor Milgram.
Yeah, sign up for some courses. Anyway,
what?
So you're still upset that they changed?
I'm not upset. I was confused that they changed.
No, but you still don't like. No, but you don't like because every time you see her, like the actress that plays. No, wait. The actress that plays Marcus' wife. We like her.
Yeah.
But we still like the original had a better flow with them.
Yeah.
So that's what sucks about it because she was in all of them except for the third. Well, all of them. She was in the first two, and they flowed perfectly. The third one. I thought she wasn't.
She was.
You sure?
Remember they dropped the baby off when she was at the spa?
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, she should have came back.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know. I saw I hate doing this, but I saw a video of her and she didn't look too well.
Oh, okay. I mean,
but I don't know what it was. But that was, I don't know if that was last year or it had to be last year or the year before. But I don't know. It was just confusing when we was in the movies and then we saw, I think her name is Tasha Smith.
Yeah, she's a really good actress. She's a really good actress.
A really good director too. I just was like, well, did Marcus get remarried? But then when they said her name was Teresa, it was like, oh,
and speaking of Marcus' family, they got rid of his two sons for no reason.
Well, they just weren't there. I don't know if they got
No, they
rid
didn't
of
even mention him. This dude had a heart attack in the movie. Didn't even mention it. And I'm going to tell you right now, adding the heart attack to his character, I thought was in very poor taste because of the health issues that Martin has. And it's just like, yep, he's totally fine. He's at home. It's like, that dude would be on blood pressure medicine, all kinds of stuff. They didn't give him no medicines. They just like, yep, go home. You're good. Just don't eat snacks and stuff. I was like, you know what? If y'all trying to send you could clearly tell they didn't take it serious. So why even go there then? Because it could have been a teachable moment. But it kind of was some bullshit.
I mean, it's a movie, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying because it's so close to the you gotta hit the, if you're gonna do it, you gotta hit the mark right. Mm-hmm. Just like when they had Wakanda Forever and they put the Death of Black Panther in there. It didn't hit right. It was weird. I have
only seen that movie once.
You gotta talk.
I have only seen that movie once.
Yeah, but it was
when we went to the movies to go see
but it was still uncomfortable. It was like,
and we missed that part because we was late, weren't we?
No, we saw
when we came in. They were having his funeral.
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking about the funeral part.
Yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
Don't get me started because Amber. Anyway, so we know who your favorite character is. Your favorite character again is.
Huh?
Your favorite character again is. Come on now.
I always like Martin and.
No, who's your real favorite character?
But since the third one, I've liked the son. Sorry.
I mean, he cool. He a cool action character.
But I like liking him, but I don't like him because he killed Captain Howard and a whole bunch of other people in the third one. But it's just, I don't know.
Hey,
I usually
that's why the legal system has pardons.
He ain't gonna get one. I usually tend to root for the villains, though. Not root for them.
That's what you're doing now. You told on yourself. Good job. Gold star.
I don't know. I don't know.
Speaking of villains, the villain actually was fine. I was fine with the villain. He was generic, but he was fine.
What? Oh, yeah.
I don't remember his name. There was actually two villains in it.
I was going to say which villain, because...
Yeah, because you had the politician villain, then you had the mercenary villain. You know what made me mad? Mm-hmm. They should have more hand-to-hand fighting with each other. They only did it once. They only fought once hand-to-hand on the airplane.
You talking about the villain and Mike?
The mercenary, yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. And his henchman.
They only fought him and Martin.
I did like that plane fight.
No, it was cool, but they didn't fight no other time.
I mean, they were in a gun battle.
Yeah, but they didn't. How many times I say fight? They, him and his son, they were doing hand to hand stuff. Even Will Smith in the third one, he was chasing down people, fighting and stuff. And there was more. It'd have been cool to see that. At least Will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Martin ain't gonna do that. So, and if he did, it's gonna look weird. So anyway,
he fought a little bit on the plane.
Yeah.
Before he got.
But the bottom line, we ain't get enough hand to hand, even though it's gun battles. We didn't get enough close combat situations. We should have. Just like the son was way cooler with the fighting in the third one, and we got a little bit of that in the fourth one, but not enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie was weird because if it would have came out maybe 2 years after the 2021, it would have flowed better.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like all of this should have been wrapped up way quicker. The second half of the movie is better from the plane on than lead up to them getting on the plane.
I was confused about the timeline. I don't know if I was looking down or talking to the person that was taking our order, but I missed where they said like the time frame because I thought it was weird that now they wanted, but I think Will did say it. But now that, sorry, spoiler alert, but I thought it was weird how they were gonna frame Captain Howard like 4 years later.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, we finally figured it out. You're like, figured it out now.
Yeah, but
remember what happened in the first movie and in the second movie and in the third movie?
Yeah,
we found out it was Howard. It was like nobody believed. The funny thing is, that was so unbelievable that it didn't even make it was just so half-hearted.
Yeah, but I did like how he, again, spoiler alert.
There ain't no spoiler. We look, I will put it in the title. Bad Boy, we gonna talk about the movie right from the beginning.
I like how he did give them clues to follow.
No, that part was fine.
Yeah.
John Sally in it was funny, and then I was mad when they killed him.
I always, like I said, I always like recurring characters, so I was kind of mad when they killed him.
And they didn't even care. They just saw he get rolled out in the body bag. They just look over. They just look over in the body bag, and they're like, so anyway, yeah, he was moving dope. We thought he violated his. You're like, you get this man killed. Then on top of that, you say you just use his good name and be like, yeah,
didn't trust her,
he violated his probation. Oh yeah, let me tell you how stupid this movie is.
Uh-oh.
When it was hunting for clues for the captain, what was it in? A QR code that was displayed artwork that was a light show.
Yeah.
Anybody can get that QR code. A QR code, the QR when you know how they put it on in billboards or they put it in lights or they put it on posters, whatever. No,
you might want to check it because
you good.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't
know. No, think about it. They have the light thing, the art light stuff downtown.
Yeah.
And even when they have it, poster stuff like that, if is a QR code in there, your camera automatically identifies it, opens up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the least safe way to do it ever.
When he was giving them, like when John Sally was talking to Martin and he was going like that, I thought it was in something.
I did too. That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? The one officer, she was like, "Hey, look what I found." I was just scared. I was just recording everything, and it just popped up. Plot hole, trash. Don't look. And the whole time I thought his role Fletcher was a smart one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dumb decision.
Well,
the scene where okay, Mark Lowry's son, what's his? I don't remember his name. Armando. He got stabbed up. He got cut here. He got cut here. He got cut here. Yeah. And he got stabbed right. Dude stabbed it. And he just pulled it out and kept fighting. Mm-hmm. Will Smith walks up to him like, "Have you been shot? Are you okay?" He touches him everywhere.
Well, I'm like,
he has a gaping wound right here. And he said, "You good?" "I'm fine, Dad." And he just walks away and gets on a boat. I'm like, you know what, Hollywood?
No, there was a very tense moment where.
No, but he was fine. He just got on the boat and left. And
he needed to get out of there. Before she changed her mind. She said, leave before I changed my mind.
Which he shouldn't have left because all of that could have been exonerated.
No.
Yes, it could have been. Yes, it could have been.
Still a fugitive.
Because, look.
That's not going to wipe out.
Yeah, yes, it will.
No.
Yes, it will. You know, look, as a lawyer would say, I don't know what you say. I was going to say, a lawyer could argue he was just attacked by U.S. Marshals, which he was. And then you find out it was attached to a black ops government thing that works with cartels to give them information. Then you find out a politician's attached to it. Who are you supposed to trust? Then you find out when his father called his superior almost got him killed. Now look here, my sister. Look, mercenary, black ops, politician. Then you got the local PD. Who's he supposed to trust? We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Bottom line, he started out as a fugitive. Why was he being guarded by the U.S. Marshals in the first place? Because he was a fugitive getting transferred.
The fugitive has rights too. You didn't like Malcolm X's invitation?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, but he can. He's gonna have to become a mercenary or something like that. He can't get that exonerated.
Yes, he can.
I don't believe so.
Look, this is America. You can get anything done.
And that's another thing. He's not even American. I don't think. Well, maybe because he has dual. Maybe because of Will. He has dual citizenship. I don't know how it works, but I don't think he's American because weren't they from like Colombia or something? I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I don't want to disrespect Latinos because somebody be like, yeah, he's Hispanic. Like, you be like, oh, Mexico, man, he from Colombia. You like, dang. I remember me and Bad Habits did a review on Fast and Furious. Mm-hmm. And I think we called some dudes Puerto Rican or something, and they were like Colombian. Somebody was like, hey, bro, it's good. I was like, sorry.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's Colombia, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that stuck out to you? Anything? How'd you like Tiffany Haddish? How'd you like DJ Khaled? How'd you like Jordan Lucas? How'd you like all these random celebrity cameos just popped up?
The guy from Instagram and go like that. I was fine with all of them except for Tiffany Haddish.
She was the most raunchiest. I'll give her that. That was raunchy. She was raunchy. She's the most. Yeah. And look at the horror on your face says it all. Over the top for you, huh?
Yeah, I've never really gotten into her comedy.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, you're fair to have that opinion.
She wears me out when I hear her.
I wish we would have saw them do more local cop, like a cop bust. Mm-hmm. You know how sometimes they had them doing a case or something, like and then
the first one,
or the second one or third. When they're doing work, and then something leads to something else. Mm-hmm. I wanted them to do just no regular detective stuff. I would love to see that. Final thing I say is, oh, go ahead.
I just thought of something. This is gonna be very petty. When they went to,
I'm here for it.
I cannot remember the guy's name. The big guy and the ammo team. When they went to his house and he gave them clothes. How did Martin fit his clothes?
Look,
I'm sorry. It's a height difference and a weight difference. How did he fit his clothes?
Dang, I don't know how. Wait. No. Look, it was baggy. You didn't notice. That's what happened. It was baggy.
That guy is like 6'4", 6'5". Martin's like my height.
Look,
there's no way that his clothes should have fit.
I
know that's super. Oh, he's 6'2".
Yeah. You know, it's funny. You said he's. Yeah, we found out that he was.
Well, compared looking like Martin.
No, but that's the thing. That's the weird thing about like Hollywood. People be looking extra tall. And you forget how short certain people are and everything.
I'm standing next to Martin.
Martin is not no 5'7". You said he's 5'7".
He's like my height.
He's not 5'7". He's like 5'9", 5'10". Look it up. You will respect him.
5'7".
Martin 857. Ain't no way.
Okay, so he's an inch taller than me.
Are you serious?
You act like you ain't never watched Martin. Like,
I thought he was like 5'10".
Short all his life.
No, I didn't know that.
And Will's 6'2".
He ain't 6'2" next to
So it's
next
like
dude.
you and me standing next to each other.
He ain't 6'2" next to dude. But now I'm a weird like 6'1". I'm like 6. It's a weird thing. Anybody I met that said they were 6'1", I've always stood taller than them.
So you 6'2".
In shoes, I mean. For some reason, people be like, I had that been at the bar. Dude was like, I'm 6 foot. I'm like, I'm taller than you. He's like, no, you're not. We stood up. He was like, well, you got a big head. I was like, okay, so I've never heard you ever laugh that loud on your appearances on my podcast.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I think we're is there anything else you want? Anything else you gotta?
That's one of the rudest things I've ever heard.
Well, you hear a lot of rude stuff when you're at a bar, so you know.
That's why I don't go. Woo!
You don't drink, so yeah.
That's another reason. Oh my God, that took me out. Woo!
Is there any other observations that you would like to say?
I don't know. I said something. I said something else when we were in the movie. You looked at me weird, but I can't remember what it was.
You don't remember the scene? That's random.
Oh, when they, oh God, it's gonna be hard to explain. When they were setting up that guy, and they made the girlfriend look like she did it, and I was like, she ain't putting up much of a fight.
Oh wait! Oh yeah! Oh, the banker. Well, yeah. You know what it is? Because you could she was just a regular girl that ain't fighting or nothing. She was probably some OnlyFans thought that he found online. He hanging out with. She probably some IG chick or something. She's like, I just want to live. Like y'all can kill him. I don't care. That's what it was. She was like
looking like.
Yep. She was hoping that her innocence to it would save her. Speaking of fights, when Rita fought her boyfriend. What was his name?
Why did you laugh so loud?
What was his name? Hold on.
I had to hit you to stop laughing.
Lockwood. He was a potential candidate for mayor.
Why did you laugh?
Because when he was texting the bad guys that she was onto him, and she grabbed his phone. A man cocking back and elbowing her in the face as hard as he could. I was shocked that he did that. It was like, what? He did it with full force, and she just took it. And she had no bloody nose. She had no black eye. She had a cut right here. But he was like, ugh. I was like, no. They were fighting. And she's so tiny, and he's. And then, when they were shooting up, why did they make sure to empty the entire clip? Say something.
You on your own on this one.
It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, why are y'all emptying the clip so steadily? And then he choked her out. I was like, are they really doing this? I thought she was going to die. I really did. And he was choking her out.
You thought she was going to die, but you're laughing?
Yeah. Because I was like, this is where y'all get serious? This is where y'all...
There was other serious moments.
Okay. You talking about falling now? And yeah, she made it.
Yeah, I had to slap your arm for you to stop laughing.
She made it though.
I still don't know why you laughing, but
it's just a movie. And everything. He was like, oh, look, now you're taking it too serious. Anyway,
I ain't saying nothing.
Anything else?
No.
Well, I'm Cincinnati man. We out.
Bye.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Reggie.
Oh yeah, I did like seeing Reggie.
I'm still like, look, y'all trash bad boys. Y'all got this brother who had acted in all these movies. Has been solid. I'm not gonna give him that lie like, oh, he's a great actor. Look, no, he's been solid. Y'all know Reggie want that smoke. Y'all let him have some little action scenes. That was cool and everything. But y'all really should be having him just become a cop. Teach him. Try. I want to see him expand. I want to see Reggie carry on a legacy.
He probably will. The way they
but they're doing it. They're doing too slow pace. You don't want to see another one with Martin and Will as the main dude. Not if it's like this.
They'll probably be in the next one, like the first half of it, and then the rest of it.
I want Reggie and Will's son to team up. Not Jaden.
We gotta
Armando.
start using their character names and not the
Reggie.
names. No, I mean like we keep calling them Will. We gotta say
Reggie and Mike's son team up. Let's go. I'm still mad. You know I'm mad. I'm mad. We only got one memorable song off the soundtrack. And it was that one you said with Will I Am and the dude. You was like, oh, that's the one dude.
Alpha.
That was that one song, right? Don't remember the name of the song, but you saw your eyes lit up. You know what I'm mad at?
I like him, even though I don't speak Spanish.
Besides having Bad Boys in here, besides having Reba McEntire, you think sung Bad Boys?
I think that was her. I don't listen to her. But
I don't know. Look, you know what's funny? Shout out to Reba. Every time I ever seen her on screen, every time I ever seen a clip or everything, I was like, cool, that's a lady, whatever.
I gotta show you something from SNL that every time I think of her,
I think of. You know what the one song they could not put in here? One of my favorite Bad Boy songs that I love. Shake Your Tail Feather with Nelly.
Yeah.
That Bad Boy soundtrack was hard. Part 2.
And I like that song with Pharrell and Lenny Kravitz and the Diddler.
I don't remember that song.
I'll play it later.
Pharrell and Lenny Kravitz and him?
Yeah.
What was it called? I remember Shake Your Tail Feather. You don't remember the hook?
Yeah.
But bottom line is the soundtrack could have been better, more memorable. This ain't a memorable soundtrack. We out. Anything else?
That was another thing. Usually I like the music throughout the whole, like the score of
it. Was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I heard the dun 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 dun, but it was, I don't know. It was weird.
So at the end of the day, my sister thought it was okay, and I thought it wasn't good. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Like most movies we watch.
No, cause we had we both wasn't feeling Dune 1 or 2.
I just was confused by it.
We both didn't like Lift. We both didn't like Book of Clarence.
I think for me sometimes it's the setting. Like
yeah, but I'm just saying like
no, I'm just saying in general. Like I think I do better watching movies at home.
Look,
and I don't know why that is.
I'm just saying, like, see, this misconception, like, oh, he don't like nothing, or he don't. No. People forget. Look, people forget that sometimes we both don't like something.
That's a blue moon.
Okay, this is like the third, fourth time we done. We done.
Yes, we are.
Bye.
Bye.
Tell you. Wait, hold up.
I gotta play that Diddler song.
Wait, no. What'd he say? No. What would he say? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for me? Sing it. Next to make a sicky, mamixi, make a buck a picky.
I love what he does.
Shika bicka bucka. You know what's sad? That almost sound like he. Nah, I ain't even gonna do
Don't
it.
Say it.
Bye. Hello, I'm Cincinnati man. I'm back here with my sister.
Hello.
We just got back from the movies. We saw Deadpool about a half an hour ago. What are your initial thoughts? I'll let you speak.
I liked it. It was a lot of movie. I don't know if it was just me because I was a little bit tired, but it just seemed like it was long. I just want to say shout out to Hugh Jackman for being 55 and still looking like that. Woo. Yeah, it was cool. What?
I'm listening. I'm gonna let you get it all out.
It seemed like you made a face or something.
No.
I don't know. I can't see.
Hey, you got your Hugh Jackman shout out. Okay.
Yes, I did. Especially with the conversation we had in the car. Yeah, I liked it better than the second one. I will say that. I don't know how much I can say.
We doing it straight. We talking normal. We ain't even gonna try to do all the
spoiler alert. Yeah. I like all the cameos. I know you probably did not. I was happy to see one in particular, which is spoiler alert, Blade.
We already did. Look, it's gonna
I know you never know.
I'm gonna put it in the title. I'm gonna put it in the title.
Okay.
Okay.
Gambit.
He was officially supposed. Channing Tatum was officially supposed to do it, and then when some of the movies bombed, they were like, nah.
In the cartoon, the one from the 90s, Gambit and Storm and Wolverine were my favorite. So I was excited to see Gambit until I wasn't. Like I really wasn't feeling.
It was the accent that made it the work. The outfit was bad.
For me, it was the suit because he just looked too big.
They did that on purpose.
Why?
Because they knew they were never going to use that design again. So they just threw it in there. Just like they... Oh, go ahead.
I don't know, because I love New Orleans accents, so I always liked Gambit. But it wasn't doing it for me this time. Story-wise, it was okay. Decent. I really want to know your thoughts, but I think I know them. But go ahead.
No. Who was your favorite character was probably Hugh Jackman?
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what'd you think of the villain? There was two.
Paradox and the...
Yeah.
Nova? What's her name?
Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked her ability to read people's minds, but it just kind of grossed me out when you saw the fingers going underneath their skin and stuff like that. But I
can see that.
Okay. Oh God, you are gonna light this movie up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So would you say it exceeded your expectations?
Yeah, because I didn't know what to think. Remember, I was a little nervous, but it did what it needed to do for me.
And what is that?
What is what?
What did it need to do for you? I don't know, but you know it's funny. You have a different viewpoint because you actually literally saw a bunch of movies before this.
I only saw the two.
Yeah, no, you saw
three.
No,
right?
you seen X-Men Origins. You saw Logan.
I didn't watch
Logan. Okay.
I ran out of time. I was like, because I had to get over
here. Okay.
Because each movie is like 2 hours long, and like when I started Origin, it was like 10 o'clock. So, and I wanted to get over here early enough because I didn't know what we was gonna be doing before.
Interesting.
But I did see the first two Deadpools. I saw Origin Story, and then that was it.
Okay. You sure you're done? You sure? I don't know if you're done. Just take your time. Let me say, for real, take your time. I want you to make sure you have all the thoughts or anything that you was thinking about when you walked out or anything. Just, I'll say a few things. Once again, I'm Cincinnatiman. Thank you for coming to the channel. Various things on here. Bridgerton, Love is Blind, X-Men 97, Echo, Secret Wars. Oh, okay. Sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's it? Oh, I'm actually surprised.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, with these type of movies, I don't need to know the whole backstory of it. I think walking in without knowing it is better for me because I'll be like looking for certain stuff that I know is in like the comics or stuff like that, or other maybe in the shows that I don't watch. So it's just a better time for me to just go in and just watch the movie. And if I need to know something, I'll learn it later.
Cool. Oh, God. Oh, what was that? You guys speaking to the mic when you say something.
No, your turn.
Oh, okay. In recent memory,
MCU movies, would you say they've been a bit of a mess? Like we've hit some kind of lull overall with our hype and enjoyment of the movies. Maybe last 3 or 4 movies, correct?
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting when they were talking about the timeline and how
like in Loki,
they die out, and I kind of correlated that with the MCU.
Well,
to me.
Okay.
Like when I was in the movie theater, I was like, hey, they're talking about MCU.
I believe that the MCU is a mess. This movie's a mess, and it doesn't help or hurt the MCU. It was literally what I thought it was going to be, a placeholder. It's a movie onto itself that you can literally skip and not even watch. And you watch I looked at Captain America and Brave New World's the next thing. That's in February. It'll have nothing to do with this. This is literally just a movie onto itself. And that being said, if they tried to merge everything together just to give it narratively some kind of footing in the MCU, and they didn't need to do it when they did he visited 616. Do you remember where he's from? Yeah, he's from World 1000 and something. He just visited here. Mm-hmm. He jumped over here when he jumped over here using Cable's timeline thing, which was confusing because Cable hopped timelines, but he necessarily didn't hop universes. Yeah. If I remember, it wasn't a universe thing. It was a time machine. You know what I mean? Each universe is different from the other. So that was one thing that was confusing. In Logan had X-23. He saved that girl. You saw that in there. Yeah. That ain't the same girl. That's not even the same. Is that supposed? They make you assume that's the same girl from the movie. It's the same girl, but it might not be necessarily the same universe or universe of realities, timelines, whatever. Because you keep on saying time. You know what's funny? You use branches of time that deviate off of one time and get kind of confused. So that's what I'm saying, reality.
I think that was the girl from that time period because they were talking about.
But why did she get pruned? Remember in Loki they would prune people in case they did something crazy. Mm-hmm. He saved them. She got pruned. So what did she do? They didn't explain that. We should have saw what Wolverine did. He got drunk and was out at the bar and didn't want to help. Didn't want to wear stuff and didn't feel like helping that time.
Yeah, he said the humans came in
but he was drunk at a bar and he came back and everybody was dead. And then it changed into, I knew they needed help. I just didn't go.
He said that he could hear their screams.
Yeah, it was, but he was drunk at it was too vague. If you're showing,
or was she messing with his mind?
Don't know. Vague. We should have saw something. My fear of them showing cameos just to get rid of it came true. Because the thing that protects the Deadpool movies also hurts the Deadpool movies. It's a Deadpool movie. Storyline and reality doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's a Deadpool movie that can hurt it at times that it don't matter. And I got some PTSD of them throwing stuff in movies and TV shows and it don't matter. Like, hey, that looks cool. Oh, they're dead. Oh, that looks cool.
Like what they did with Deadpool and the origin story, the Wolverine.
Yeah. People were mad about that when they zipped his lip. They were like, why would you do that? And look, it's almost 20 years later. It's like, we love Wesley. Hey, here you go. Old Blade. They make sure to let you know he really old. Like, we already didn't know that because he has the gray, but he also has less muscle mass than his previous characters. And there was something wrong with the prosthetic because he was kind of like, he had this weird kind of, you're going out. His talk was kind of off, but I feel like it was the prosthetic of the blade of the. You know, it'd be cool. He bit somebody, but he ain't gonna bite nobody. I mean, they in the void. Whatever. Mm-hmm. The fight scene was weird.
Which one?
When they all got there with Electra,
Gambit, and they just stood in front of everybody about to shoot him. I was like, y'all could have did that a little bit better. But they just wanted a cool like pan of everybody looking. Instead of being covert and everything, they just blow up the front and they all just stand up with all the guns. It's like,
I feel like that's in every superhero movie.
Yeah, it could be done better though. Like I felt it felt weird. I thought it would at least be like remember I told you I was hoping for it to be at the very least Thor Ragnarok goofy funny. And it was funny in spots, but it was just like my favorite Deadpool is the first Deadpool, but each Deadpool has the same problem as this Deadpool. The villain is not engaging at all. I'm Charles Xavier.
You didn't like Cable?
I said villain. Cable wasn't the villain. I said the villain. The villain. Cable's not a villain. Ajax was just kind of, he was intimidating, but he's a throwaway. Nobody remembers Ajax. Juggernaut was in it. That was cool, but it just felt like they were just fighting against themselves most of the time. Cable, Negasonic, Warhead, whatever. And then in this one, I'm Cassandra Nova. I'm just like my brother, but I can heal. It was like, why are you healing? Like that doesn't. It'd be different if they had to be a little bit more tactful in order to get at her. But the idea they can slice away at her and she just heals back, it was just like, oh, okay, that's just. No.
I did have a problem when they were fighting all those Deadpools, and I was thinking to myself, they're just gonna heal those.
But they tried to trick you when the handsome one couldn't. That was funny.
I like when Wolverine put his ears on finally.
And like you said, you wait till this time.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? The pruning of the timelines makes no sense. The pruning of the timelines makes no sense the way the TVA did it, and then they do it. Because they're like, oh, we don't prune no more. We just let it disintegrate over thousands of years, like 2,000 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like, wait a minute. If you don't want to prune no more, and all you gotta do, so if you don't prune no more, what do you do then to get rid of a timeline? You don't get rid of timelines anymore. I think in season 2 they said they stopped. The lady overtook it. The black lady overtook it, and they don't prune no more. But I find it hard to believe they was Rogue, and then his name was Paradox. That was too on the nose. It was like, come on. And he wasn't a good villain at all. He was just kind of, and in the beginning of the movie, you tell Deadpool, hey, we're gonna kill all your friends. You didn't even trick him. It'd be different if you tricked him and he kind of noticed, like, oh, wait a minute. But he's like, oh, I gotta fight you, and then he takes it was like, why would you? Even a villain would know. I was just like, why would you do that? Hey, I know I'm gonna need your help, and we're gonna kill all your friends. He literally said that.
He thought he would go to his side. He thought Deadpool would go to his side.
For them to know all the times of all the stuff he's done, he's a hero now.
They hit him with the "You'll matter" line and thought he would switch.
Cable should have been in this movie, even as a cameo. He should have been in this movie.
It was good to see Happy.
The 6th one, that was fine until he was like, "Oh, can I see him? He's dead. Who are you seeing? Can I see the guy?"
Didn't they go back to 2018? I thought it was a time jump.
Oh, I stand corrected. Thank you. You are correct. You are correct. Thank you very much for saying that. Uh-huh. Okay, I strike that from the record. That's why you got to be a big enough person to say when you're wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Anyway, so we're fine with that then. But I like how they was like looking at Avenger stuff. It was mainly just Tony stuff, and I was like,
but he had the Cap /
yeah, but he shouldn't even have that in there because he hates Cap. That was around. Cap's a wanted fugitive. I think around that time, or is it during the blip? Was it before the blip?
I think it was before the blip.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I think
it might have been because everything seemed fine.
It's so many movies.
Yeah, but yeah, they tried to fit it in the MCU gently, but they should have never used the TVA because the TVA stuff don't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The TVA stuff doesn't make any sense. Even her being like, "Yeah, we'll need you." Why? Why was Thor crying? We never found that out. And Thor wasn't that bearded Thor? Mm-hmm. Like kind of like with the long hair and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Never saw it. Don't matter.
Maybe that was another universe.
Yeah. Okay, the fake out when you thought it was Cap and it was a Human Torch. That was cool. Yeah. But of course I knew they was gonna kill him. I was like, they're gonna kill him. Everybody, you just like in Doctor Strange, when you see a person, you know they're probably gonna die. They're gonna die. They're like, hey, isn't it cool we gave you this thing? Okay, just sit. Oh, the various Wolverine variants and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was cool to see that one with one hand. It's called the Age of Apocalypse. It's like, what if Apocalypse won, but he had his own, he ruled the world. And
I think you had that comment.
And yeah, and it was cool and everything. But it was like, it's one of those things you feel like, dang, that'd be cool to see. They're like, you're not gonna see it. We'll show it here.
They had to get through the movie.
And then Cavill, he looked great, but yeah, it would make no sense. He's too big.
I liked it.
No. I said I liked looking at it, but I know why it wouldn't have fit. It should have had more X-Men cameo from the original team.
You know who I was? Nah.
I'm listening. Come on.
I was thinking of cameos.
Come on.
I wanted to see Evan Peters.
Hey, I'm done with Evan Peters. I'm done. Once they did that bullshit in WandaVision. Hey, I'm bummed. Hey, these actors out here collecting bags. They like, oh, hey, I don't care about it. You're like, bet. They did a smart thing by making sure that this Wolverine has nothing to do with the MCU. You get it?
Sorry.
They don't have nothing to do with the MCU. This is literally like they trying to be like, hey, you can save all the time, so they can just jump them in, jump them out. That's what they did at the end when she's like, we'll need you again. When they found a way to reverse everything. You're telling me a bomb that's supposed to destroy everything. Hey, people, they make you know something? Make a nuclear power plant out of nuclear. Hey, you can do. Yeah, it makes sense now. That bomb was going to disintegrate everything. Mm-hmm. They fused together. Now it recreated the timeline. So yeah, hey, nuclear bombs, nuclear power.
Yeah, because she had her hand in a thing messing with the timelines. Right?
No, she was initiate. No, she had her hands in it, initiating the bomb to mess with the timeline. So yeah, what you're saying, yeah, she manipulated it with her whatever.
I was so glad when they was still alive.
Guess what? Pyro could never beat Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm's energy is the power of a star. Mm-hmm. Pyro, they've changed it sometimes, but Pyro in the cop, he has to have a tank and a flame in order to do it. If he doesn't have a flame around him, he can't manipulate it. But the idea he could suck in the power of almost a sun into his body, whatever. But let me see. Peter was funny.
Oh yeah.
The awkwardness of Peter was great. Peter taming all the Deadpools were cool.
I like that they were playing Power of Love. It just made me think of Back to the Future.
That's probably why they did it.
Obviously.
So
I know you hate when they use rap in modern day movies, but I like
No, that is incorrect. I do not like it in movies that are period pieces. Oh. Like if it's the 18th century or if it's like Rome or something, or if it's the 1970s and you playing like a Jay-Z randomly, you're like, wait a minute, it's 1970s. Play some 19.
I like the song that they use.
They can use whatever they want in this movie. Honestly, this movie. Hey, at the end of the movie, he found out. He made sure that what he did mattered. Mm-hmm. He wanted his life to matter. Mm-hmm. This movie, or the overall whole for the MCU, does not matter. But hey, shout out to him. He had a dream. He wanted to continue Deadpool, and he did it through his will and people loving him for what he does. He was able to accomplish a part 3. This is 3, right? 3? Yeah. 3. That being said, I saw it, but I can't think of being like, oh man, you got to see this. That ain't in me for this. But I can't say I don't furiously hate it. It's more, I'm more indifferent to it. Like, like you showed us a lot of stuff. Did it even matter? No. But when it a cool journey, And the super geeks are going to be like, how you gonna explain after I spent? You guys tell me why you laughing. Laughing to the mic, you're gonna laugh. Him pulling off Wolverine's rib and breaking off bones off the adamantium. Super geeks are gonna be like, it's adamantium. It doesn't break. They'll say that. They'll literally be like, but you could be like, well, it was disintegrating. It was degenerating. Mm-hmm. But anyway, what was you laughing at?
How you're talking about this movie and you really wanted to go see that Blake Lively movie that was previewed out. You said you might go see it.
Okay, we're done with our review. We are going to go into trailers that we saw at the movie theater. It just popped
in my head because you're going in depth with this movie.
Wait. So let's slow down. First of all, what's it called? This Ends With Us?
I don't know.
I think it was called This Ends With Us. First of all, I'm a very complex person.
You are.
That movie, that Blake, This Ends With Us. That movie looked nice. It looked nice. Well, it was about domestic abuse. I don't know how nice that is, but I don't want to know how nice it is.
But you want to go see it.
I like when people triumph with love. Okay, she seemed
we
like
don't know that yet.
I hope she do. She got some dude that she ran into. She got this piece of crap dude. She needs love in her life, and it ends with us. Means she ends the cycle of what? Maybe it's a family thing. I don't know. Like some family cycle thing.
I don't know. I just don't want to see no woman getting beat on. I was done with that. What's love got to do with it?
Yeah. If it's done right, I watch.
What
the hell? Right? It's all they triumph in the Look. So anyway, what else? You was talking trash about that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
No, I wasn't talking trash about it.
Oh, no,
really
I'm sorry.
See it,
you wanted to see it until the way they showed it. It showed you who the villain was.
They showed too much of the movie in the trailer,
and I like that. I liked it for me when I watched it. It worked for me because it's like a cat and mouse. He's trying, he's probably going to escape. It sounds like he's going to get away with it.
It's a good cat and mouse, but I don't want to know who the cat is. I don't want to know who the mouse is.
You hate cats.
Yeah.
You do hate cats.
But I want to go into it not knowing ahead of time who they're looking for. Because once he come on the screen, I'm like, how is he going to get out of this? How are they going to catch him? Is he going to get away? Like, all the questions are already in my mind before I even get into the story. They show too much in the trailer, if you ask me. And I'm glad that Josh Hartnett is acting again.
Yeah.
Because he took a while off.
He got a presence when you see him, though. You're like...
Yeah.
Even, I don't know if you... Oh, yeah. Remember Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
He was... When you saw him in that, he was wearing glasses. Like, you just...
And then he was in...
Because he's like, what, 6'3" or something? When you see him, you're like... dang.
Black Mirror? One of the Black Mirrors? I think
probably. Well, we're done here.
Yeah. I would tell people to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
I guess I'm not getting that keychain for us. The one that was a heart and half of it was Deadpool and half of it was Wolverine. I guess I'll just keep it for myself.
Hey, I appreciate the thought. But hey, we went to see the movie that you liked.
Stay a thought. Ooh.
Look.
Stay a
shot. I don't know where this is gonna go. It should just basically you should the trilogy of it is onto itself. Moving forward, it ain't no thing like some MCU movies. You're like, oh, how this gonna connect? How they gonna help? How's he gonna do that? Nah, Just show up, do your thing, bro. Because you're walking chaos that's trying to be a hero. You're not as because they got some Deadpool storylines where he's borderline villain at all times. He's a hero. He's a hero. So we out. My sister liked it and recommended it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was a mess of a movie. Well, we out. Take care. I got a Game of Thrones review to do. I get a House of the Dragon.
We're going to see Twisters.
We might watch the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yep. You stayed too long, Steve.
I did.
If you would say you got to go, I would let you go.
I forgot all about that.
But do you have your laptop with you?
No, I do not.
You really don't?
I don't.
Okay, no Tyler Perry movie then.
Oh.
Should have your laptop with you.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I'm happy or mad about it.
Yep. But we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Yeah, you gotta say bye. I'll tell you, Hugh Jackman with his rippling muscles.
You said that, I did.
No, I saw you looking like you was looking at the characters when they were staring at them.
Hey.
Look.
Hey.
Man, that was CGI.
It was a good CGI then.
Oh, we out, everybody. What? Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm Cincinnatiman. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We are reviewing. We purposely took 2 weeks to review this because we didn't want to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it. I'll make it short. Okay?
I'm being forced.
You forced me to go see it. The last couple movies has been on you. Now, tell me, why did you want to go see Beetlejuice? Did you say he's one of your favorite characters?
Yes, I love the first movie. And I love the cartoon growing up.
Okay.
So I really like that movie. I watch it every time it comes on TV, no matter what part it's at. I think when I was born, it was like the #1 movie.
Okay.
In the country.
Okay. Yep. We used to watch it all the time at the house.
Yep. I'm trying to keep talking so we don't have to review it.
Okay, let's get to it. Did you like the movie?
No.
I did not like the movie either. It was dull, not nearly as funny and clever as the first one. In the first one, Lydia really had a connection with the two ghosts. They were really her friends.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing in this movie that has that deep of connection with her daughter with anybody. Her daughter does not have connection with anybody. Barely has a connection with her mom except when she's in danger and then thanks her mom for saving her. But other than that, she was a jerk to everybody and did not connect with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Lydia was aloof and just a shaky on drugs lady, and which was interesting because when at the end, I did not rewatch Beetlejuice. I just remember when she left, she was settled. It wasn't like she left at the end of the movie and was like, I'm never going to survive this. No, they fought it. They won. They fought Beetlejuice. They won. It was a group effort, and everybody was cool with each other. Remember, they danced at the end or whatever. Didn't they dance at the end or something like that?
Yeah.
It wasn't we'll never survive. And this version, they were horribly scarred and forever was jacked up. Yes, her stepmom was an eccentric like artist or whatever, but they made her on the edge of dementia now.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, she was always like
no, but it wasn't as aloof and crazy. She was just but whatever. Hey, this is your movie. I'll let you talk. This is your movie.
I felt extremely uncomfortable when they kept mentioning Lydia's dad.
Yes. That if you don't know, the actor that played him that was in a lot of good movies, he was a good actor. Years ago, he was arrested and charged with exchanging sexual pictures with a minor that was like 14, a boy. And but it was a minor, and he did go to jail or whatever, prison. And the number of times they showed his likeness and stuff, it was a homage. Like, oh, we miss you. Oh, we wish
they
you were
made
here.
Reference to him a lot.
And look, over the years, have we had movies where people did stuff, and it was years ago. But this is 2024, where it's like y'all could have just cast somebody else. Y'all didn't. They had no reason to do. They had no reason to do the likeness.
Or they could have just mentioned, "Hey, he died," and that would have been.
And
they didn't have to show his likeness. They didn't have to show us how he died with the claymation thing. Just say he died, and
they made sure to cut his head off when he was the guy. That was stupid. What don't make no sense is Lydia's daughter should have at least had some connection to somebody to make her seem human. Instead of
with the boy.
But of course they took that away dramatically. I mean, horribly too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She needs a tether. Whether you're a villain or you're a good guy, you need to have some kind of connection to the audience to make you want to root or hate against. Mm-hmm. I was just sick of seeing her. I don't give a damn that she was in the Wednesday thing, and y'all was like, "Hey, she was in Wednesday, so she could do scary and angry, or just mean stuff." That don't connect every time. They typecasted her for this because she was in the Addams Family thing. Jenna Ortega, whatever. Her daughter was in Addams Family.
I know, I watched it.
Yeah, and it was like, well, she could be like that here. Nah, it was lazy. Michael Keaton, you getting them checks. I get it. You getting them checks, brother.
I had no problem with Michael Keaton.
I can't look.
He was the best thing in the movie.
No, he was not. Yes.
Oh.
William Dafoe was the best thing in the movie.
I thought you were gonna say Bob.
No. Wait a minute. They share it. Him and Bob. And F this movie for killing Bob. Bob just did his job. Bob was just chilling. And they want to be like, nah, we're gonna take him out. Hey, audience, you weren't expecting it. No, as an audience member, guess what? Yes, I was not expecting it. Also, it didn't help. And there was no reason for
Okay.
I'll let you talk.
Take a breather. My biggest issue with this is the story.
Beetlejuice's wife is here. That killed her in the real life. Go ahead. You said the story. That's part of the story.
Okay. Are you gonna let me talk? It just wasn't a good story to me. Like, the wife, like you mentioned, she added nothing or took away nothing. She wasn't, I guess she was the villain of the movie, but I mean,
killed her. She was probably in like a total of 7 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. I always saw her do was walk around and open her mouth. Like, that was it. And then,
pause.
Well, I mean, what she was doing, never mind. And then the big battle between her and Beetlejuice, it really wasn't nothing. It was just a lackluster movie.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because, like I said,
no
I love
heart.
Beetlejuice. But remember I said, before the movie, I had went to the bookstore and during the movie, I said I wanted to read my book. That's how, like, uninterested I was. And
you said the first half of it you were interested, and then like right at the like halfway mark you're like, I don't like this movie.
Yeah. I just
Lydia's daughter went face first into a tree and had no bruises.
She had a concussion.
And I knew that, I ain't gonna lie, I see the Hollywood trope that it goes in phases. When I saw who she was talking to, I was like, oh, he a white dude. He's supposedly good looking. Yeah, he's just a killer. So I like he's evil or something. And he was. Oh yeah. And shout out to you. Shout out to my sister for pointing out this Beetlejuice fact about the second movie.
I wasn't the only one that said it either.
I was cracking up because they was like, "We going on the Soul Train," and then it was nothing but black people down there. She was like, "This is the most black people we seen in the whole movie," and they were dancing and doing. And then how y'all gonna do the Soul Train and don't do a Soul Train line? And maybe they would have got sued. I don't know. You call it the Soul Train and you don't have the Soul Train line? Come on now.
But I wasn't the only one that noticed that. Double Toasted noticed that too, and they laughed about it.
I bet they liked it too.
I don't know. I didn't watch the review.
You saw a snip. You saw a short or something.
Yeah, on their Instagram. It could have been better for it to be a remake of such a.
It's not a remake. It's a sequel.
You know what I meant. A sequel.
You got to be accurate, somewhat.
Wow, they weren't. So it was a lot to be desired, and like you said, Willem Dafoe was great.
He was excellent. William Dafoe was excellent. Michael Keaton, there's a phrase I did this with other actors where they getting them checks for stuff they don't even care about. But the weird thing is Michael Keaton's performance was solid. It was solid.
I thought we were gonna see more of him in the movie, but
my thing is just like when I saw him in The Flash. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was Batman related. Why didn't you see The Flash?
I saw it.
He was excellent in it.
Yeah.
And I think more actors need to man up and take chances. Because Michael Keaton has had a career doing various type of he was the Vulture he was awesome in Spider-Man movie as the Vulture. Awesome as Beetlejuice. Awesome as Batman.
My favorite Batman.
I like one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. He said he wanted to do that too. Another word, remember Multiplicity? Yeah. That was excellent.
It was good.
Yeah, like it was excellent comedy. And the thing about
I like him in comedies.
You actors need to man up and follow and man up and just go out there and go for it. That's what he does. He was Mr. Mom. He was Mr. Mom, like all kind of stuff. He's had a career all over the place.
You know who I really want to like? Never mind.
I'm listening.
I want this person to kind of shift. He's a great actor. He can act anything. But I want Denzel to do something else.
Oh, yeah, wait, before we get there. So, yeah, we both don't recommend the movie. We both didn't like the movie.
I won't say I won't recommend it. I say
you ain't gonna tell nobody. They ain't gonna come to your mind. If somebody was like, "I need the movie to watch," you ain't gonna be like,
"Say, go see it for yourself and judge how you want to."
Okay, I like that. I ain't recommend it. I won't even mention this movie. Yeah, well, I'll mention the bad shit. Oh, as far as Denzel, I want Denzel in a comedy with Will, with Martin, with Chris, with Dave.
No,
all of them all the same. No.
I know in a comedy,
some kind of thing with some set of people. It's time. Or a little. It could be a 6-part mini series. Something hilarious. Something like. And it don't have to be this thing. It's like, oh, we're all cousins, or I'm the grandfather. They could be co-workers. Almost like Mad Men or not Death of a Salesman. What's the one thing where Alec Baldwin goes around talking about you got to sell? Basically, some business type men in business suits, and it had to be Dave Chappelle and Denzel or Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Put them in a business setting. We don't need another. Hey, Roscoe Jenkins family funeral, barbecue.
I like Roscoe Jenkins.
Yeah, but every time they try to do something like that, it's always some kind of like barbecue or it's or some kind of family gathering. You can do more than they got to be family. That's what I mean. They can just be coworkers.
I don't know. I just want to see Denzel in something. I'll watch anything he's in, but it's just like I wonder if he would be good in a comedy or something lighter.
Well, I'm glad, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If if you're back for the multiple times you've been here, thank you. If you're first time watching it, appreciate it. I always tell people, hey, if you agree or disagree, I'm here to have a conversation, a respectful dialogue. Please leave a comment. Tell me your opinion. Tell me something that you think that the viewpoint that you had that you didn't think nobody else had, or you agreed with or disagreed. So, I'm gonna calm down now and
Are you?
Yeah, yep. I'm
you
fine.
Are?
I'm
you
fine.
Sure?
Nah. Well, we ain't got nothing else to record yet, so yeah, I'll be calm. But I got to watch season 1 of season 2, episode 1 of Power. I just uploaded the live watch of the 10th episode, and I got to record my reaction to it. Which is coming shortly. What else is coming up? I got suggested by someone across the pond because was it Threads or Instagram? They told me to check out some different TV shows because I watch a little bit of everything. And so somebody be like, "Oh, I ain't gonna tell you to watch this romance story." I'm like, "No, I watch that." Or I ain't gonna tell you to watch the sci-fi. I watch that. It just has to be interesting enough. It could be romance, sci-fi. It could be a documentary. It just has to be interesting enough for me to to capture my attention.
A documentary, you say?
I'm listening.
I gotta think which one I want you to watch. There's several.
Okay, then. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Cincinnatiman. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We are here to discuss the Joker 2. Now, this movie is set 2 years after the original in the movie universe. We see there's a bunch of reviews out. People are very disappointed in how bad this was, which surprised me. I'm surprised people thought they were disappointed in how bad this was when the first one was okay. It was okay. I didn't like a lot of aspects in it, but I would say it's an okay movie. I wouldn't go out of my way to be like, this movie's trash or this movie's garbage. The first one. So I didn't expect this movie. I knew it was gonna be a letdown. So I'm shocked that everybody else didn't think it was, or they're surprised by the reviews.
With the first one, I liked it up until the end, where you didn't know what was real and what was fake.
And what's interesting about that is I've seen people comment on other videos. Like, let's say I see some Joker thing on somebody's stuff months ago, and they were like, "Oh no, it's not real," and all this other stuff. Well, is it real in this? Because apparently they ended it real. Yeah, I'll let you take it. Did you have any expectations for this?
No, I did not.
So
I kept seeing how the producers and everything kept saying it wasn't a musical, but everybody that had already seen it said it clearly is. So
it's half a musical. It's half a musical.
I don't really like musicals except for Disney stuff. Yeah, I didn't like it.
You said it from the beginning. You said the intro is probably the best thing in the movie, and it was.
Yeah, when it was animated.
Yeah, and it was. Ended up being the best part.
Well, for me, I think if they took all the singing parts and made a continuous story, because the singing really took me out of the movie. It added nothing to the dialogue. It didn't move the story along to me. I was confused to why they were singing half the time.
The songs that they picked didn't connect with what was going on. It's like when she sung that song, like "Why Do Birds Appear Every Time I'm Near?" I'm like, okay, so you like them. And then there was a couple other songs where I was like, okay, like that's a song. And this should not have been a musical.
No. And I was wondering if it was a musical to start with, or did it turn into a musical once they got Lady Gaga involved?
And it should have been okay. Also, they didn't need Lady Gaga. There was no reason to cast her because she didn't bring anything to the role to give you a different aspect of Harley.
I mean, even
as in she was just a jerk. I mean, as a new character, not as a new character. Oh, we're bringing Harley in, and it meant nothing. She was just a regular crazy woman that probably lied about everything, including being pregnant.
She did. Remember the lawyer said
that's what. No, I mean, rich. She ended up being. They demystified. She was just a fanatic. That's all she was. She was just a fanatic. And yes, my problem is the Joker and Harley relationship is really supposed to be for some context, like Sid and Nancy. Sid vicious, and Nancy were very abusive towards each other, hitting each other and stuff like that. And if I remember correctly, they had a very abusive relationship. Even Sid killed Nancy allegedly, and it's supposed to be a abusive relationship, horrifying, like one of those bad romances that you see, and you're like, how are they together?
No pun intended. Bad romance. And Lady Gaga song. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's really bad. I'm talking about abuse. I think it's like National Abuse Month.
Probably.
I think it. Anyway, and it wasn't that. I knew they was going to demasculate him. I had a feeling that he wasn't going to be in charge for the most part. Like, as in, she was going to be leading him. I just had a feeling, and she was for the most part. Because if she didn't come into his life, he wouldn't have really cared if he lived or not. Like he cried at that, but you could tell when he gave her like, "I'm just Arthur, I'm not the Joker." Demystified that, deconstructed that. I've never been the Joker. I'm like, come on, man, like you ruined it. And it's
and
funny.
That's what she said basically.
And she literally said that. She was like, you
there's no more fantasy.
Yeah, there's nothing there. We're done. And she walks away. And I was just like, okay.
I thought he was gonna kill her, like on some like
yes.
Carmen Jones.
Yes.
At the spoiler alert.
I never seen Carmen Jones.
We should watch that. That's a musical too, but I'm more interested in it because it has Dorothy Dandridge in it. Anyway,
What's that? Take it. My mini fridge keeps cracking. I don't know why. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kill her, but I was like, well, they may want more movies after this, so they probably won't kill anybody until we got to the end. And I was just like, well, what's the end? Like,
there should have been a conflict at the end. There should have been. My issue with the first one is the same thing that happened here. Is he was just kind of around, and everybody else went crazy around him.
Yeah.
And this one,
well, he's the manipulator.
Yeah, but he wasn't really manipulated. You get what I'm saying? He just looked at somebody, people start going crazy. He's just like, oh. And the thing about the Joker is he is sadistic, he's insane, but he is a genius.
Well, you gotta remember this.
And they didn't. I'm fine with him not being that way in the first one. It annoyed me, but I was like, it annoyed me in the first one. Mm-hmm. I thought it would be a progression in the second one. This didn't feel like a Joker 2. This felt like a Joker 1.5. This really could have been.
Maybe this should have been the first one,
or part of it. They didn't need
because we had so much backstory from the first one into the.
Yeah, but this was, and then people, I read somewhere. Remember, I don't know if you remember this, but the director said he wasn't even thinking about making a part 2. He just made it, and this is what it seemed like. This seemed like, hey, I ain't got no script. Hey, we got this. Also, how? Okay, let's get into this right now.
Okay,
Harley.
Yes. She
checked herself into a mental asylum where the Joker is. She checked herself into Arkham. Arkham is a hardcore insane asylum. You can't just check yourself in and be like, well, it's time to leave.
And that's why I was like, well, that should have been a red flag to him. Like, I don't know. Like,
well, no, he didn't. He's
when they said
but he's a loser. So he's just like he realized that no, that ain't the problem. Another problem was she said there ain't nothing but 2 guards that sit in the front and watching the musical. That's it. And there ain't no cameras or no nothing. She can set whatever she wants on fire and she gets to leave. And then they identified that they clearly show that they're in love. They hugging and everything. And you don't keep her away from the courthouse.
Or the time where he was
they escorted
bars and they was like, no touching, no touching. And I was like, she ain't even supposed to be back there.
Thank you. And then they escorted her in. Remember at the end, they escorted her. They backed it, like, let her through. And it's like,
I was saying it should have been a red flag for Arthur when she told him, oh, they're making me leave because I'm a bad influence on you.
At first,
I thought, mental hospital would.
Thank you. Also, I thought she was going to be a figment of his imagination.
I did too. The whole movie, I said, okay, she's not real. And then, was she? I guess she was.
Yeah.
People were interacting with
her. And
her.
then they made him when it came to her, she was all confident. He's like, and then when they finally hooked up and had sex, he was like, help me. That's all I believe it. Like, he was like, help me. It was like, what is this? Well, how'd you get back here? Somebody let me back through because I was cool with the guard. It's like, did you sleep with the guard? That's what I thought at first. I'll do it. Because she said, I would do anything to be there with you.
I got a question. Side note. Why is there always an Irish cop in Gotham?
Always?
Like, I mean, even if you go back to like the Adam West one, he was Irish, wasn't he?
Yeah, okay. This is a side note. When they made the dude Irish, I kind of rolled my eyes. Like, do we really have to do this show?
Like, and what year is this?
But they always try to make it semi-futuristic. It's been like that for years.
I know, because
even
it seemed like the 70s.
Oh.
It's like the cars and stuff like that.
Also, DC, we do not want to know what state Gotham is in.
Yeah.
When they said the state of New York, we both looked at each other like, there's a state with Gotham? We don't know where Metropolis is. You know where Metropolis is? I don't want to know.
I think it's Chicago.
Where's Atlantis? What state? Wait, that's the ocean now.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait,
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. I kind of went too far. I was gonna say.
Yeah, even on the keychain.
I'll give you one. Central City. That's where the Flash is from.
Yeah.
You don't know where that state that is? We don't need to know. The city of New York. Not the state of New York. Nah, I like.
And even on the keychain, because after the movie, I bought a keychain.
Yeah.
That
It said New Jersey.
One of them said New Jersey for the Arkham keychain.
Right.
And the other one was Wayne Manor.
It was like, look,
New York.
We don't need to keep it that real. Like, hey, this is New Jersey. This is where Arkham is. Nobody ever said that, and we don't need to say that. It took us out of. We're like, wait, why do we?
I mean, it was like we knew it was New York, loosely based on New York.
Which is funny because
Chicago.
it was funny because they filmed The Dark Knight and stuff in Chicago.
Yeah, that's why I said
Chicago. Do you think this is the worst movie we've seen recently? Because Beetlejuice is really bad. We thought Beetlejuice was bad, y'all. We've seen a lot of movies though, so I don't know.
I just think this would have been an okay movie if they hadn't had the musical in it. The music in it.
The only way I would have been fine with this movie is no. I'll tell you back. Take the musical out.
Yeah.
Get him back in the real world after that prison break, and I want to see what happens.
You know what? I think for me, I think the movie should have ended right when the courthouse blew up, and he would have been like, "Well, where's Joker?" and nobody would have known. And then, like, maybe possibly that could have been an entry for a third movie. But the ending, I don't know how they. Is he dead?
Wait, what happened at the end?
Remember the guy?
No.
I kept looking at that other inmate because he kept being fixated on Arthur, and I was like, I thought he was the Riddler or another villain.
Oh, I thought he was. There's this guy. There's a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name. There's a serial killer. When he kills people, he cuts himself as a memory, as like he keeps a note of it. Like he'll stab somebody.
Yeah,
like
he
one.
did because
Zaz.
He did. He cut his face.
So
at the end.
I'm assuming that's Zaz. Just like there's no reason to call the dude Harvey Dent.
And that's another.
There was no reason.
I kind of wanted to see more of Harvey Dent. I mean, like he was a new character, not a new one, but like a new one for the Joker. And I kind of wanted to see more.
Yeah, but this is one of those things where. Creatives be like, look, we know about comic books. Your comic books, we're not gonna do any of that. And you're like, oh, but you're gonna use all the names and everything? Yes. You're like, oh,
I just think
like a graphic novel where they
I think that was
like a what if almost.
Harvey's introduction into this realm of the Joker.
Now that this is over, because this is done. This there ain't gonna be no part 3. It ain't gonna make no money, and it's not.
It will because people will go see it. We went to go see it, and we knew it was
no.
bad.
But people go see stuff. The review don't mean that. Everybody, anyway, this is the question we all have to ask ourselves now. Now that we're 2 movies in with this, are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the worst Joker? Yeah.
I don't think there's no worse Joker or a bad Joker.
But there's bad Batmans, huh?
Yeah.
You see this bias people have, this villain bias.
I don't think, because he gave a really good performance in. I mean, acting wise, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Joaquin will always give you something. He's a really great actor. And side note, I was kind of sad because I started thinking about his brother, and I was just like, oh. What would have happened?
And he grew up, and also he had a bad childhood too. That's why. Yeah. But anyway, and another thing, you are right when you looked at him. You were like, man, he kind of reminds me of Heath. There is a little, the stringy hair, kind of. And I don't understand why did he have to be so emaciated and thin? And
I know. I guess
I was like, because he didn't do any. And you know what's crazy about this? This is the first Joker. Think about this, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first Joker that didn't kill anybody in a movie. He didn't kill one person in this movie. Ain't that crazy? He didn't have no henchmen kill anybody. He didn't instruct her to kill anybody. This is the first Joker that did not kill anybody. When he got out, he ran. I love you, please. I want to be with you. First Joker. Didn't kill anybody.
I have a question. Who set off the bomb? Was it just a random person?
It was
I thought it was going to be her.
No, it's society.
I thought it was going to be her.
Incorrect. Society. Yeah. Just society. Society is a mess out there. He has caused such division. They're clapping in court, which would never happen.
Yeah, a lot of the court stuff wouldn't happen.
Well, no, yeah. Like you excuse some things, but could you at least put some money into his defense? Yeah, that one dude with the beard was sitting off to the side, and then when he fired his lawyer, he's sitting on the opposite side of the other side of him, like.
Well, he couldn't really say anything. He was just there for counsel.
No, I'm just laughing because this is like he wasn't there in the first place. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
I wish there was a cut without the musicals.
It'd still be a bad movie.
I don't think so. I think it would be better. I think it would be an okay movie.
It wouldn't be.
It would flow.
It still wouldn't be as good as the first.
You think?
You cut off all the musicals and stuff. It'd be a shorter movie. It'd be a way shorter movie.
Thank God.
And it'd be like a short film. I can't believe they released this.
Moneymaker.
It's not. They said they're gonna lose like $200 million. That ain't no moneymaker.
I think people. I don't know.
It's funny. I remember one time, me and James was going back and forth. It was about either Justice League or Batman vs Superman.
Never seen either one of those. Sorry.
We're gonna have to talk about that. Because you said you watch everything Batman related. How you gonna skip out on that?
Except for when Ben Affleck was the Joker. The Batman. Sorry.
Look, okay, we'll talk about it later. But one of them made like 700 million or something, or 800 million. He was like, "That's a success." It's like, yeah, but it was projected to make like 1.3. Like, let's say. So technically, yeah, you didn't make your money.
Is that domestically or globally?
No, overall. Oh. So it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, you can make a bunch of money, but if it ain't clearing what you needed to clear. But I bet this. No, I'll take that back. This movie was cheap. You know, like as opposed to like superhero stuff and everything. Mm-hmm. This was a cheap movie. They probably will make their money. You might be right. Yeah. I'm thinking in big box. Okay,
they'll make it back, right. But it won't be like.
I'll tell you one thing on the side note. I'm never wearing this suit jacket again.
Why? It's too big.
Yeah, it's weird. I just threw this thing on like, maybe it look like something. Nah, I need my other jacket or my zip up. But anyway, that's the end. We good on this.
This would have been a good watch it at home movie. I mean, not good.
Remember that one time I was like, we ain't recommending this movie. You're like, well, you ain't recommending this movie.
I always say, go see it for yourself, because people have different opinions. Some people.
You're right. You're doing it a measured way. Don't go see it. This is horrible. We've been hoodwinked. We've been bamboozled.
Bamboozled?
What is it?
Bamboozled?
Is that wrong?
I don't know what you said.
Hoodwinked and bamboozled. I said what?
I thought you said something.
Baboo? I didn't say.
I don't know what you said. Sorry.
Okay, well, Iamcincinnatiman, we done. Unless you can think. I'll give you a second unless you think it's something else. Nobody really stood out. Shout out to the inmates. Y'all did a great job.
That was another thing.
The inmates did a great job.
They choked out the black dude, but Arthur was the one standing on the table.
There was like 3 other people standing on the table.
Yeah.
He caused
it.
I was rolling.
And then they killed Arthur's. Oh God, what was his name?
Homie, his friend.
Yeah, the other inmate.
His I don't know what he was.
Yeah, I don't know what that kiss was.
No, that was just a humiliation thing. They was just like, it was like, he's such a it was one of those things. When they did it, I was like, if this is supposed to be symbolism, that's just insulting. That'd be that. I
don't know, because they knew Arthur would do it, so I just don't know what they was getting.
Like, there's certain things that Hollywood tries to do, and I'm like, or people try to do, and I'm just like, you're not. That'd be like, hey, you're gonna be my friend. Why? because you're black and we're going to represent unity. You're like, wait a minute, just get like you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And why they kid? Because you know people write articles like, and then the Joker kissed, so he's probably bisexual and all this stuff. It's just like whatever. I'm like,
they
like,
always gave me bisexual.
No, you know why? Because I can see you saying that about the last. I can see know something. I can see you saying that about the last 3 Jokers. Okay. Wait, sorry. Who's this one? Joaquin
Phoenix and
Keith,
Jared Leto.
Yes, you saying that I can see because of how they're all 3 of their
Jared
mannerisms.
And,
all 3 of their mannerisms give that off. But the one in the 90s cartoon doesn't, and Jack Nicholson's doesn't. Because all the other ones kind of like this. Ooh, the 90s cartoon ain't like this.
So that's what bisexual is.
I'm Cincinnati, man. We out of here. This has gone too far.
I don't know how we got here.
Bye.
Bye. You're funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, back. I'm Cincinnati, man. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We're here to talk about Gladiator Part 2. Let's just call something. Is it any other title to it or anything?
Gladiator II.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We talked about this, and you were like, "Yeah, I guess I'll go see it." And then all of a sudden, you text me like, "Are we going to see it?" And I got confused. I was like, "Why are you excited about this all of a sudden?"
I was always excited about it because it's a Denzel movie. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah, any Denzel movie, I'm going to see.
Okay. We just literally got out of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. It was a little long.
Okay.
But the first one is long also. So, yeah.
You said that the lead guy, he reminds you that he had like there are certain angles like
in certain angles he looked different. Like in one scene he looked like this, and then the next scene he looked
Lucius.
like that. Yeah.
His name is Paul Mescal.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't think they should have his name is Lucius in the cast thing, because that kind of like gives away something.
I see what you're saying. I remember this is my thing. He looks like he's right in between Gerard Butler and Aaron Taylor he put both of their what's his name? Aaron what? Taylor Johnson. If you take both of their faces and put them right, he's in between both of them. So every time I come and look at it, I'm like, why does he look like both of them put together?
Interesting.
He's directly in between both of them.
Even speaking of Gerard Butler,
Gerard Butler has that grin.
I still have to see 300. I've never saw that.
That's cool. He has that Gerard Butler grin, and there's certain things about his eyes or something he reminds me of Aaron. I don't know what it is. What else did you like about the movie? What did you like about it? Because you said you liked it.
Obviously, I love Denzel. He's my favorite actor.
You think he stole the show?
Yeah, I mean, other than Lucius.
That's the main. That's just yeah.
I want to call him Lucas for some reason. Yeah.
Okay, this is your time to talk about why you liked the movie and you enjoyed yourself. So, I'll just keep on. Did anything stick out to you or anything memorable?
At first, with the twins, because there are twin emperors, I was like, one of them is pretty much useless. But then towards the end, I see why he was used.
There's one. We had a lot of celebrity cameos in here of people that look like other people. The taller twin brother, Joseph. You know who that is?
From Stranger Things.
Never seen it. Never seen Stranger Things. I know he's in it though, but I knew when I looked it up and saw his name and saw his face. I was like, oh, I've never seen it though. He's also Johnny Storm now in Fantastic Four. Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
No.
Oh, Pedro Pascal was also playing Mr. Fantastic.
I knew that.
So yeah, both of them going to be in, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
But you know who he looked like? He literally looked like Robert Downey Jr. A young Robert Downey Jr. His face was like in Gladiator. It looked like a young Robert Downey Jr. It was weird. It was throwing me off. with the hair and the way the makeup was and everything, he looked like Robert Downey Jr. Like de-aged. Like remember when they did that de-aged thing in Iron Man? In Avengers. Was it Civil War? When they de-aged them and it was going back in time.
When they went back in time.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
You know. Oh yeah. I can't wait to. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to like put these pictures up of it. But okay.
That was my biggest thing. I was like, why are there twins? Like I was not. But then it worked out in favor of a character, and I was like,
but
okay,
also
I get it.
All this stuff is like loosely based on Roman stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Does this make you want to see the first one more, or like because you okay? We were supposed to at the very least watch it. I was thinking about having you watch it separately. Me you could gather notes, but in the middle of the watching this, you was like, "Oh yeah, no." In the beginning, you was like, you whispered to me like, "Oh yeah, I already seen like the first half of the first movie." I was like, "Wow."
I got curious.
Like, I was like, "Wow."
Because when I text you, because I was off today, off of work, and when I text you, it was like 10 o'clock or like 9 o'clock, something like that, and I was just like bored at home, and I was like, I am kind of curious now about the first one, so it might have been like later than that. See, I didn't have enough time to finish it.
And the problem with you is you have a lot of tail in your face when you're not trying to say what's happening in something. Like you poke me like, oh, that's something. It's like that's why I'd rather not. I'm the type of person I can go to the movie not know nothing and don't want to know nothing. Yeah, in concerts.
I don't know how you can do that.
Going to concerts.
Going
to concerts and not knowing any of the songs is fun.
To who?
Me. I find it enjoyable because you get that natural feel of like if you like a song or not. Anyway, but so is there like you saw the first half of the other Gladiator? How do you? Is it? Did you wait? Don't never mind. I gotta hold off. I gotta watch it first. I gotta watch it. We'll talk about that later. Please, is there anything else you need to say, good or whatever? Because I've not given my opinion on the movie yet.
The ending was weird. Like the very end, like when he went back to the Coliseum.
See, that's where his father died.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know
and
that.
His mother died.
Yeah,
but he was calling out to his father. So it was.
And then it just like cut off. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listening. The floor is yours.
I'm trying to keep it mine too. What was your, I don't know if I can ask that because that'll probably bleed into your review, I guess.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
I was gonna say, what was your favorite fight?
The most entertaining.
What was the last one?
Was probably the last one.
I like that one, and we saw a fight with Pedro. I like that one because at first it was like, oh, they're not gonna, and then what happened, and just, yeah.
Okay, now let's get into it. Go ahead and ask. Go ahead.
That was my question. What was your favorite?
Oh no, I know you got what you want to know. Go ahead.
The floor is now yours.
You got to say it.
I don't want to say it.
What
did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love the enthusiasm. You had as much enthusiasm as Pedro Pascal playing the general.
Can you
this movie
just say you did not like? You don't like him.
This movie was a forgettable sequel. There's
How
nothing.
Can you say that when you never saw the first one?
I can already tell. That's how bad this movie is. This movie's so bad, I can tell it's forgettable.
And I knew you didn't like it because whenever you don't like something, you're very gleeful.
See, you pick one. Either I'm gleeful or I'm sitting there all mad.
You say I have a lot of tails. You have a lot of tails.
I don't have a lot of emotion. Tails when you trying to hide stuff. I tell you. I'm trying. Look.
Okay, further.
This is okay. My problem was. The whole time, Pedro, I forgot the character's name. The whole time, He could tell he was tired. He was too old for this shit. He was just sitting there like, I'm tired of this. And he was just so defiant. You know, there's no hiding how much, I hate you. I hate y'all. It's like, why is it? Kill him. Kill him from the beginning. And also, you could tell from the very beginning, he was never going to truly put up a fight against Lucius. So the fight scene didn't work for me because I already knew he was going to be like, no, I'm not going to fight you. You could tell from the very beginning that there was no real tension.
Yeah, because he already felt remorse when he was looking at the people.
Yeah,
and them
and
burning them people.
So it didn't hold any weight either way to me. He's just like, I'm not going to do it. I knew he was going to sacrifice himself. It's just like, Lucius walking around talking about, I'm no general. Yes, you are. And you've been leading these dudes, and you haven't really bonded with anybody. All he is surly and angry all the time. He doesn't really connect himself with the doctor that's not a doctor, which is hilarious. He's like, I was a doctor, but I put a sword down and picked up a scalpel. What made you qualified? I used to fight. Huh?
I mean, who better know the injuries than the doctor?
Hey, I want to see a lot. I'm going to tell you right now. We ain't seen none of his other patients. I think a lot of his patients died. I believe brother had a lot of patients. Healthcare for Rome. And he would give these insightful, like okay, when he did the poetry thing, that was cool. That was cool. That was a little.
He was gonna get them killed. I thought.
Yeah, my thing is this. Everything he did was kill me. I will never, ever like you. Kill me. Kill Denzel. Your slave talking like that. Why shouldn't I kill you too? They never questioned him once. Like, hey man, get your man. Your employees being mighty disrespectful. Hey, your employee almost killed me with a bow. Nobody cared. Even at the end when it was all chaos and stuff, they could tell they knew he was a slave leaving the arena, and they just let him follow Denzel in a horse race, a horse chase.
At that point, it was a battle. It was war.
And then Denzel was surprised he was stuck between his army and the other army, and it didn't make any sense. He was like, "We're gonna do this by battle." What are you talking about, Denzel? You can't fight him. That part didn't even make any sense. Like he got in between the army that's trying to take over Rome and his army. Looked around like I'm paraphrasing. Like now we must do battle.
Well,
why?
we don't know Denzel's backstory. We don't know if he was a warrior or
not.
No,
they didn't know he was enslaved. He got that.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't.
No, that's what happened.
We don't know if he was a warrior, after and something like that. We don't know his backstory. We know he was.
We know he. Well, we know he can't fight now. A lot of celebrity cameo. Just like what, like the second or third fight dude had. Then we looked at each other like, is that Mel Gibson?
Yeah, he did.
He had that grizzled beard and stuff. Oh, and the CGI in here was bad in spots. Let's keep it real. We didn't know.
The only one that was real bad was the monkeys.
What was those things? I couldn't tell if they was monkeys, dog monkeys. I didn't know what they were.
Oh, shout out to all the dogs that were in the
movie.
Look,
where the cats at? I like dogs and cats though. I just like make fun of them.
You like cats.
I like dogs and cats. I like both.
I've never heard you say you like dogs.
I only make fun of you because you overrate them. But anyway,
what?
Overrated. So there was a lot of appearance. Like okay, he fought the Roman army. Then he fought these monkey apes, these monkey baboon things. Then he fought those gigantic rhinos from Wakanda.
Yeah.
No. My bad. After the monkey, he fought the fat dude that was in charge of the slaves for Denzel, the fat bald dude.
Yeah.
He fought him. Half the fights that he fought, you already knew he could take the person. And he was just get beat up for the sake of getting beat up. Then he would get up and he was
that first fight, he didn't want to fight at first.
It was just No. The very, very first fight, he had to fight.
I mean, when Denzel made him fight, he didn't want.
Yeah,
to.
no. But then that defiant, I'm not going to speak. Denzel had it right. How he was trying to take down the empire, opposed to how that dude was trying to take it down. Denzel infiltrated. He infiltrated. This dude did nothing but be a jerk. And people just liked him. Like you didn't see him build any rapport with any of the other slaves or anything, or any of the other prisoners.
except for the doctor, like I said.
I think he did. I mean, like,
everything else is just
that
like
part when they was all doing the monkey chants.
He's so defiant. It's like, fool, you can get us all killed. They should have did more of that. Like, hey, every time you mess up, other people, because he didn't care. Like, he cared about he cared by smiling and laughing with them. But if he would have put more pressure on him, he had nothing to lose. There was nothing in here.
I don't think he really cared because his main focus at the start was revenge.
Oh, and let me tell you something right now. That dude arrow proof. You know who ain't arrow proof? His wife. That dude, all these arrows flying around. They was on the boat. He didn't get hit with no arrows. And it went like, hey, when they gave him no arrow, like, look, I know somebody will be like, well, back in ancient times, they would be on the boat and fight, and one people have arrows, other people that have arrows. When they turned sideways and the arrow dude just shot over top of them, man, all of them could have taken it out. Y'all better do better camera angles. Because all they had to do was point down and kill everybody. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you liked it. I thought it was a forgettable sequel.
I still don't understand how you can say that when you haven't seen the first one.
Hey, I can say, hey, this is a part 2 of a movie. I don't ever want to see this again. That's why this is unforgettable. Unforgettable. Yeah. See, it's logic. Yeah. All right. Well, we done. Like this went surprisingly too long because some people was like trying to gather their thoughts. You were like, just ask you a question, you'd be like, I'm like, dang, I'm like, she don't understand. In the podcast world, 5 to 10 seconds is like 30 seconds. But it's all good. It's all good. Hey. Look, this movie, we'll see how history sees it. Like they said, like things are forgotten. Yeah, out of here, man. Oh, the last thing I'll say. Denzel Washington did steal the show in this movie that I thought was forgettable. He did steal it. Denzel Washington is amazing. He was amazing because he played Roman Diddy. He was freaky. He was like when I saw those headlines, like he kissed a man, but they said, but when we read it was like a kiss of death.
Yeah,
because he kissed him on the cheek, he kissed him on the other cheek,
kissed Fredo.
He kissed him on the hand. He kissed him on the other hand. Did in Rome. And no, but the dude, and the dude, yeah, that's what they got really Rome is because Rome was a Diddy part. You look, y'all, Hollywood, look, if you gonna do it, just do it. Look, y'all was on the cut. Y'all saw people getting stabbed and throwing stuff. The only thing y'all showed was some one of the emperors had like a little throne boy in between it. Not boy, he was like a teenager or adult in between his legs, sitting there like, hi guys, like just not sitting there. But nah, that other thing that he was at. He's like, hey, how you doing? Partaking in things? He's like, well, yes, I am. It's like, yo, Denzel. Yeah, so he played a Roman Diddy, 100%.
I wouldn't put that on him, but you see it differently. But all right.
Well, we out. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
I almost forgot. What did you mean I was interesting? We was watching the movie. And I'm enjoying myself about how ridiculous this movie is. And also, you looked at me and was like, you're interesting. I was like, what?
The things that you find funny and the things that you laugh out loud about, like, it's just interesting to me. Like when people die.
Yo.
Like, you laugh so loud. And it's just like,
Hey, when his mama died.
Spoiler alert.
Man, we've been talking about everything up in here. Hey, that was hilarious. I was like, he did not. He was too busy. He was too busy playing Dynasty Warriors. You know what Dynasty Warriors is? It's a video game where it's like you're in China, Agent China, and you can fight like 150 people before you even get to your mission. He was just fighting people left and right. Get to your mama, man. And then when it's, hey, he got hit over the head and just fell into the ocean. I was like, yo. Anyway.
Okay. See?
And then, come on. And then, you telling me it ain't hilarious? Those monkey creature ape things was hilarious?
No, that was disgusting.
No, but how they looked, it was like, what's the purpose? Anyway, so that's why, look, I find joy and laughter in a lot of things in life.
I see.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are back. I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We went to go see Kraven the Hunter.
We sure did.
You enjoyed the movie?
Mm-hmm.
You enjoyed the movie.
I knew I would.
Yeah, because you enjoyed the movie for the plot. Mm-hmm. The plot. The amazing plot, huh?
The beautiful plot.
The character, the amazing character work for the plot. Mm-hmm. So, I tell you, people kill me. They say,
"How so, brother?"
This is easily one of the worst movies we've seen this year. One of them.
That's not saying anything coming from you. I mean, you think everything.
Wait, see, and if you want to say that, you're being disingenuous because there's been a bunch of movies I did like.
Not the ones you saw with me.
That is not true. Shout out to Ahead of the Curve. We'll be doing our best movies. We'll be doing our list of good and bad movies for the year. And we'll be going down memory lane, and you will be salty at being like, "Oh yeah, we did like a lot of movies."
Okay.
Wow. Anyway, back to it. Okay, so this is your review. Mm-hmm. How'd you like how they showed a young Kraven? He had no accent, and his brother didn't have an accent.
Yeah, they moved to New York.
Nah. Neither one. They went to school there.
But we don't know for how long.
But tell me how young Kraven have a Texas accent.
What?
Look here. I'm leaving.
He didn't have no Texas accent.
I'm tired of Paul treating me this way. I'm out of here.
He did not have that accent.
But his voice wasn't deep like this.
I mean, it might have been deep.
You had the nerve to say it was puberty. You said it was puberty.
Well,
that boy like 15. That boy 15 years old.
Isn't that when puberty happens?
I don't know. It happens different for everybody.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't understand a lot of stuff in this movie. They gave him the ability to control animals without saying it, though. He controls animals.
I mean, he got the animal blood in him, like the lions. I just assumed that he adapted the capabilities of like a lion, a tiger.
Yeah.
I mean, not a tiger or a cat.
Yeah, because that's what they do. You know, they communicate with other animals, like buffalo. So you said, yeah.
I don't know how it works. I'm not an animal.
Hey.
There's a hierarchy.
I'll say my favorite part of the movie.
You had one?
Yeah, shout out to the stuntman. The stuntman did a lot. The stuntman, I was just sitting there like, wow, they're putting their bodies through this for the A. Those are the only people I respect to get this check. I respect y'all because I would have walked out. Back to it. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Let me get okay. They made this dude indestructible. He blew up inside of a building. He jumped out of a building that blew up. Mm-hmm. He hit the cliff all the way down like Homer Simpson.
And did.
When he tried to do the Grand Canyon jump. Mm-hmm. He landed on every single rock, beat up dude. And pieces of the building was falling on him.
Yeah.
They didn't show it. They didn't show it like it was falling, he disappeared. No, it started to fall on him.
Okay.
I see where we're going.
The ability of a lion or whatever. And
I know lions get hit by buildings.
And whatever he got in that potion. Okay. So, I mean, it worked for him. I mean, you can't split hairs like that. Like I said in the movies, you can't look at this movie sideways and watch Spider-Man and love it. He got bit by a spider.
First of all, it was a scientific spider. Mm-hmm. That spider had a PhD. Second of all, he got, you know what he got? He got some off-brand Wakanda.
I was gonna say you can't look at that and then look at Wakanda.
Yeah, look. You can't do this.
Why?
If we
it's a superhero movie. It's not gonna make sense.
He ain't a superhero.
He a super villain. Okay, sorry.
I don't know what he is at the end of the movie. We still don't know what he is.
Works for me.
That's cool.
I mean, I guess we judge movies differently. I just judge if I'm entertained. I don't care.
You entertained by one person in the whole damn movie.
I like Russell Crowe. I did.
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe. I don't want you in nothing else.
Why?
I don't want you in nothing. I don't look. You can do voiceovers. You're done. You're done.
Why?
I don't want you in any other Marvel or DC property. And guess what? We already know he gonna get that check cut again.
And he on the phone right now. Like, what y'all want me? Y'all want me back? Y'all want me back in Marvel or DC? Yes, he can.
Not in this one. Not in the sequel.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't Marvel property.
Why? What's wrong with Russell?
There's nothing. Dang.
If Robert Downey Jr. can come back, Russell Crowe can come back.
You know something? He was bad in Thor. That was a horrible in Thor 4.
Okay, I mean.
Okay, look.
And
we're good. That's our review. I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing for you because there's not going to be a good back and forth. You liked it because you like Aaron. You didn't care about anything else in the movie. You literally said that to me. We were 1 hour and 40 minutes into this movie. You looked over at me and be like, I don't care about the plot. I'm here for Aaron. And I was like,
that's not true.
I couldn't. How did you say it?
I don't remember.
Why exactly? Exactly. So anything I say, you're gonna take it as a personal attack towards him. No, I mean
critiques.
Critique away.
Like I was saying, some of the plot didn't fit. I didn't understand Calypso, like the whole connection. I mean, I knew she healed him and everything like that, but how he got to her.
The Calypso thing was ridiculous because it was like her grandma Lily was like, "This gonna save your life. This gonna save your. You need this. You need this." And she immediately gave it to some stranger.
But then we saw that she got more, so it didn't even matter.
No. But the thing about it, what didn't make any sense was you could tell it was something. It was supposed to be. She's supposed to use it. You could tell the way she was telling her. If you're in danger, she wasn't in danger from the lion. The Lion King. He fought Mustafa, man. Get out of here.
Mustafa or Mufasa?
I don't know. It's Mustafa. That's his brother. That's the brother y'all didn't hear about because he got killed by Kraven Daddy.
Anyway,
that's who that was.
Yeah, the plot was a little all over the place. The guy, the foreigner or whatever, I think they could have used him more.
He was
better.
That had potential.
They should have.
That had potential. Yeah,
I would have preferred him over the Rhino, like being the villain in the movie.
I think I know what I'm gonna title this. Okay, yeah, but you're right. They could have just did it with the foreigner. They made him a little bit too OP though. He was a little bit overpowerful because I wish it was a little bit more of a struggle when they were going against each other. That was a quick battle. Just shot him up and then girl hit him with the arrow. It was like, oh,
yeah.
Calypso, I'm gonna say this right now. She's beautiful, but yes, her character was. We gotta get back to her. Her character was pointless. The idea that I'm a lawyer, I got underground contacts. It was like, wait a minute, are you a bad guy too?
I mean, she gotta represent
people. But it was a weird because her eyes got kind of weird when she was talking to dude. Her eyes got all big. She was like, "Thank you," and it almost felt like they wanted to make her sinister. There's something off about that whole situation.
I don't think so. I mean, it was a little shady. I mean,
a little shady.
Lawyer.
All of my people, my contacts in the underworld. You're like, oh, so lawyer? Like what? Like you?
Maybe she's that type of lawyer.
Guess what? She shouldn't be surprised if her friend dies. Then
I'm so glad
that don't make no sense. Because wait a minute, she's like, I can't believe my friend died. If you're defending scumbags, you might die. Now go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about the friend. Her friend.
Yeah, she was like, my friend died fighting crime. Then you find out she got a scumbag connection. It don't get what I'm saying. It don't add up.
I mean, scumbags gotta have lawyers too, I guess.
Scumbag. Anyway, go ahead.
Him like showing up at the funeral was random. I would have liked to see his process of finding her. We could have did with more of that than the backstory, I think. Because it was just like, okay, she saved him. She disappeared. Now we're in the present, and now he found her.
And she didn't even really disappear. She just saved his life. She didn't disappear. She just saw some kid.
I mean, she went on with her life.
Exactly. It wasn't no mystery. She was just like, oh, I help somebody. I hope he's okay out there in the world. That was it. It wasn't no. And his gift to her was like, I killed 7 people. And she was like, excuse me?
Yeah, that was much.
And then she had nerve to be like, I didn't know if when she saved his life, she like, I didn't know if I want the second time she saved his life,
I don't know if I wanted to help you because you're crazy. You still helped him. You found out he crazier than ever. And you still helped him.
I would have helped him.
Anyway, like this is, I'm disgusted. You know what?
I mean, you take superhero movies to literal.
Oh yeah, this end of the year thing is gonna be great. This end of the year thing is gonna be great. I can't wait. But anyway,
shout out to Aaron because he has a bunch of movies coming out. On Christmas it's Nosferatu. Yeah, I think I said that right. And then next year is what?
I'm listening.
And then next year is 20 weeks later or hours. I don't know. I didn't see the first one.
You just saw Aaron in it.
Of course. I mean, people got actors they like. What's wrong with me liking an actor? It's important. People got musicians that they like.
Okay. Well, we out of here. Unless you got like my thing, like this is your movie. So unless you got anything yay or nay against it, anything that pops out in your head, you know, they had a chameleon in it, but who cares?
And I told you, I asked you, I said, is his brother's gift like mimicking people? Because he was really good at doing that, but you could tell it was voiceover.
See, yeah, this is one of those movies. If you had knew all the Easter eggs beforehand, you'd be like, "Oh,
that's what I was thinking."
But I didn't want to look up. I didn't want to look none of that up. I just wanted to go in the movie and see if it was a coherent enough movie for me to like. I didn't want to be like, I looked up all this information because I know that they were going to change all of it dramatically where it didn't matter. You know, he puts on that whatever. Whatever, man.
You're so annoyed.
I'm Cincinnati, man. We out.
Bye.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I'm Cincinnati, man. I'm here to talk about Nosferatu. No. How the hell you say it? I don't. The vampire movie that came out a few days ago. I have to be honest. Me and my sister went. My sister liked it. She refused to do the review, and she was right to refuse because I was getting on her nerves during the movie. I have to honestly admit that I was laughing throughout it. But the funny thing is, if I like a movie, I'm laughing. If I don't like a movie, I'm laughing. But how should I say this? She thought it was fine, and I fell asleep on it, like 2-3 times, like for like a couple, like a minute here, a minute there. Not even lying. So this is more of a reaction than a review, to be honest with you. I mean, it looked cinematically pleasing, but the story, it's okay. The Count is more like a plague. Everywhere he goes, causes death and famine and everything, and he's destined to be with this woman, and she is cursed. And the whole time I was thinking, just kill her. If you kill her, won't that solve everything? You know what I mean? I was like, she got to go. I would have townspeople with like knives and stuff and torches, like kill her. And what was weird was my sister in the middle of the movie, we were towards the end. My sister was like, is anybody going to become a vampire? I was like, exactly. Because he just killed people and just kept it moving. It was like, oh, he's not turning anybody. Nope, there's no side effects. I mean, the side effects is apparently people go insane. That's what it looks like. They just went plain insane. I'm like, oh, okay. And I wouldn't watch it. I don't want to watch this again. Like I said, it didn't do anything for me. And I'll tell you right now, I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't look up the history of it. You know, my sister, she didn't hear it, but when the lights came on, you heard an audible groan. I'm stuttering so much. People was like, oh, I was like, damn. And there's a guy sitting next to me, and I was like, did you like it? He's like, yeah. And then I was like, this is like a artsy movie, huh? He was like, yeah. He was like, they tried to doing it kind of like the original movie back, like you talking about in the 40s or whatever, 30s. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, now I'm thinking about it. He was like, it's nothing like the 1930s or 40s movie. I was like, oh. I don't want to watch it again, but I might watch where the little parts I fell asleep at, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I know. Isn't this the director that did the Norseman, the Northman? And if it is, it makes me. Like I said, I liked what I saw, but I didn't like this. I wonder if I like the Norseman. That's what it makes me want to go back and watch some other stuff with this director and see if I would like it. And would I recommend it to anybody? Somebody asked me yesterday, a couple of days ago. They're like, hey, I'm thinking about go see it. I'm like, I don't know if you like it. I don't know. This is puzzling to me. William Dafoe was in it. He was cool. The dude that played Kraven, he was cool. Like the acting wasn't bad. This is not an indictment on the acting. It was just the story, the story elements of it. I just didn't get. I mean, it was people dying, and with the main cast was live, and it was just like, oh, let's burn everything, and it was. Yeah. Oh, and the doctor that was helping, that was originally helping before they went to go William Dafoe. Wasn't it odd that he sounded just like, the actor that played, oh man, the dude from Die Hard and the Harry Potter movies? Oh man, that's gonna kill me. Alan Rickman. Dude sounded just like Alan Rickman, and it was driving me nuts. I kept on staring at him like, why do you sound like that? So yeah, it was okay. It was I mean, maybe go see it to experience it, but I honestly can't be sitting there being like, it's the movie of the year or this was amazing. The Count was scary looking. He was disgusting looking. And I read a little piece of an article yesterday that said that he made it on purpose because he made it like that on purpose because he saw old tales and stuff, and how some people described vampires that believed in them and stuff. So I was like, okay. But the ending is what annoyed me. It was like he finally got the woman he wanted. He started draining her blood. He loved drinking her blood. And the sun was about to come up and he needed to leave. And she just holds him gently. And he continues to suck her blood. And then he dies. I was like, that's all that needed to happen? That's it? And, the reason why it didn't happen because he gave her 3 days to get her affairs in order, knowing that nobody could stop him. It just, And I was like, he died. He found love and died. I was like, what the fuck? Whatever. I'm Cincinnati, man. Take care. I just finished watching the Power Book Ghost series. I watched Die Hard with my sister. Holly was 100% right in what she did to John. She was 150% to leave him. She had the better career going on and the opportunity for her family.
Even though we don't know what she did.
Some with $640 million back in 1988. We know it's legal. Maybe.
I don't know.
Hey, all right. He knocked out the computer dude. What are you talking about?
Except for the end.
And he picked him up.
You mean he did his job for 5 minutes?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that car gonna make it to their house. Also, I love how it ended, but it was so ridiculous. You got to take police statements, bro. You can't leave like that. You can't. Hey, hold on. Hey, John. We need about an hour of your time, please. This was an amazing Christmas movie. Yeah. So check me out. And Titanic. We was watching. I screamed out loud when Billy Zane character. I could not remember his name, but Billy Zane character
something with an H.
Slapped her. Mm-hmm. You looked at me like, why you laugh? Because you could tell he hit women. I was like, he hits women. It was just a weird thing. You ever met somebody who was like, you look like you hit women?
No.
Okay. Anyway. Or like you look like you just felt somebody was a bad person. Like you look like you.
Felt people were bad people, but
how about emotionally abusive? Like I can't prove this stuff, so I ain't gonna say no names. Now, like I think it was this person because the other person got to confirm it. Okay, this is going too far. Anyway, let's see.
Speaking of Billy Zane, what were your thoughts on his character? Because it seemed like you was riding with him.
No. Okay, look. Okay, well, I'm Cincinnati Man. I do reviews, reactions, thoughts on movies, TV, music, just a bunch of stuff. So stop by, hang out, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I'm Cincinnatiman. Hello. We are here to talk about Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan movie. I seen it, and they just call it a movie because apparently it is not a biopic. That is what the director said. James Mangold. So okay. I like the cast a lot. The execution of what they had to work with. As I was watching it, I'm watching different parts of it. I don't know that much about Bob Dylan. I did watch a documentary years ago, the Rolling Review or something like. Basically, when he went electric, and I was watching it while I was doing something else and not really paying attention. I think I had it on in the background. I know he's in a major figure in history with his lyrics, and everybody was so shocked how good he was to be this folk singer and a rock singer, whatever. But Timothy Chalamet, I seen him in Dune. That's the only thing I know him from, to be honest with you. I only seen him in Dune. He was fine in that. But if I ain't gonna lie, he almost plays him like there's a certain look that he gives when he talks. He looks like a serial killer. Like he should be in what's that show, like You or Dexter or something like that. Like there's something off about that. He just they make him kind of creepy. I wish they would have had him doing more interviews in it, because he did do interviews. And I know this takes place right when in a certain 3 or 4 year period where he became famous and started right when he was about to go when he went electric and stuff, and it stops there. And my biggest thing that I've started to notice is like I refer to this every once in a while, like when the Batman came out. I know this is crazy. We're talking about the Batman, but this is about the portrayal of Dylan by Timothy Chalamet. I remember the director was like, "Yeah, we had him brooding and sad. He was Bruce Wayne brooding and sad because that's how Bruce Wayne is portrayed, because he lost his parents, and the inspiration was Kurt Cobain." But I've seen plenty of interviews where he's laughing and joking and stuff. And I clicked on a few old interviews of Dylan laughing and just cracking a joke and being evasive like he always does, but with a little bit more of a smile, a little gleam in his eyes when he did it. And I think we were missing kind of that. They kind of played him like so cool, and he was kind of a bum. He was bumming off the ladies and stuff, off their energy and getting inspired and stuff, and a womanizer. Which I mean, hey, I mean that was part of his life. That's what happened. That's what happened. Every time they showed Johnny Cash, I was like, something's off about this. Something's off about this. It just like because he would show up and say something wise. I think it was like 2 or 3 times. Like, hey, you go out there and be you. Then, hey, don't let them do that. Every time it was like a like, you know, you gotta hang in there. You know, be yourself. And all. But the way it was said, you could tell it was like really just dropped into the film as like a like as in some. Hey, something's about to happen right here. Check it out. Like he was the catalyst for it. And we find out they might have met years before that, or he might have been at the first festival, but not the second. And that was a lot of things that was going on. Like after I watched it, I started looking up different stuff that happened in the movie. And it was like, oh, that didn't happen here. Oh, that happened years later. Oh, that doesn't exist. Oh, that thing where he went on stage, when he went on the Pete Seeger's TV show, that never happened. I was like, why would y'all put that in there? Because it looked cool. And once again, it's not a biopic. It's just a movie. And, you know, they randomly had him with his black girlfriend there to show, you know, they try to show. You know what they like, he the man of the people. He a man of the people. But you know, he did have a mixed kid years later, but that wasn't at that time. And somebody was like, oh yeah, this person doesn't even exist. I was like, what? And she was creepy when she's like, I love you. He's like, you just met me. He's like, that's creepy. And he walks away from her. Hey, another thing, that Joan Baez, man, yo, the actress, man, hey, y'all made sure to have her, like I would say this, if you gonna do something, do it tastefully. Y'all made sure to have her insert her little panties. I was like, y'all cut the camera on that long? Her little tidy whities. I was like, whoa. It was sad that he didn't work it out with Susie. I think Susie. That sucked. She was really there for him, but you could tell he didn't know himself, especially when she was like, hey, you told this story, like, wait, I'm sorry. No, see, look, he done told so many lies in it. It was Joan who called him lying. Like, wait, you weren't with you weren't. He said he learned from McCartney's how to play guitar, and she was like, no, you didn't. I could tell you somebody had lessons before and all this other stuff. I was like, wow. Then when you look up other stories, you find out half the stuff he says is half truths. Every time you look up a story, I promise you, it'll be like, I didn't mean it that way, or I didn't say it that way, or I didn't look at it that way. I thought this, I thought that. Well, figure it out for yourself. I just call it destiny, or I just call it luck, or I don't know why I made that up. And it's like, oh, you like keeping this going. You want people to be confused and everything in what you do because it helps with your mystique. Like, you hate fame, but you take the money, you know. But overall, I didn't hate the movie. It was something missing. There was a human element that was still missing in the movie. He he had some. She was stressed out about some things, but he never cried. He never really lost it. If you think about it, he never lost it and get upset and super angry. It was just really even kill. And I wish we would have got a little bit more of the human element of Bob. So would it be one of those things that I'll put in like my collection or something like that? I don't know. I'm gonna lean towards no, but this would have been a cool Netflix series. This should have been a Netflix series or Amazon series or whatever series. They should have put this into a series where they could just more expound and let them really get into a few different emotions and stuff. But well, I'm Cincinnati, man. That's my reaction, my thoughts on Complete Unknown. Yeah, my favorite song and only song I actually know is "Girl" from North Country, because I'm partial to songs about love. Even though a lot of people don't think that because they think I'm just a grumpy person, but yeah, I love a good love song, and it made me sad. If you ever see her, let her know that I care. Oh man, the version with Johnny Cash is my favorite. Anyway, who cares who you miss? Anyway, I'm Cincinnati Man. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out the channel where you see stuff like this.
I know it's gonna sound weird for a black guy to say, stay out the pool. Stay out the pool. Is it that hard to stay out the pool? Once look, the dead got possessed by a pool demon. Everybody else was almost killed by one. Let's give you three. Let's give you three family members. Three family members have a problem with the pool. Maybe we start to stay out the pool. And for anybody to be like, well, you're black, pool. I grew up with an in-ground 8-foot deep pool. The only bad thing that ever happened at that pool was my dad put too much chlorine in. That was it. Other than that, it was lovely. And it doesn't have enough scary stuff in it either. I mean, somebody drowns in the pool, but it just wasn't. It was light. It was a really light movie. And the only thing I kept on thinking was, I was like, okay, you got the pool drowning people. What's next to sink? What, you gonna have a shower? like are random things that have water in it gonna all form together to kill people? Like, I don't know.
Yep. Good times. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Happy holidays coming up, New Year's, whatever. Let me end this. Bye-bye.